There we go. Jesus Christ. Give me a fucking minute, everybody. We're about to do this fucking thing. Goddamn fucking everyone's talking. I can't fucking. There we go. Now that's fucking muted. We're going to be doing a debate here very shortly. I've got some other things I want to talk about too, but we'll get to that. There we go. And if anybody else wants the link and check, go ahead and post your email, and I'll send that shit off to you. Post fucking haste. I know the mic is quiet right now because I got to move it closer to my face. But I'm trying to get this whole fucking thing up here. Situation. There you go. Sent Wujita the link just about now, I think. I hit the send button. The bitch sending? I have no idea. There we go. Looks like it was sent. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to fiddle fuck with something really quick. I actually have to... fuck. I've got to do a couple of fucking things. This is rough. The fact that YouTube makes me go through all these fucking hoops, and I know I complain about this a lot, but the fact that YouTube makes me go through all these fucking hoops drives me nuts. All right, looks like Wujita is finally coming in. I sent him the fucking link. Is that him? Is he fucking here?
It's the boy. Can you hear me?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm fucking... There's some other people that want to come in too, so I'm going to send them the link. I'm just trying to fix all the goddamn shit on the video. I took forever to get tags right. It took forever to get the damn thumbnail, and now it's giving me a hard time about the thumbnail. I hate YouTube so fucking much.
You and everyone else.
I do. I don't understand why they have to make things so complicated with like 20 layers of bullshit just to get one thing done. Can we just have a button?
Well, maybe a while ago, but YouTube doesn't want you to have a good time.
No. I've got my notepad out here. I've been thinking about it all week. I've got 6 pages of notes.
I just woke up from a nap like 30 minutes ago. So.
Oh.
Where
the fuck are you living that you can... What do you do for a living that you can just take a nap?
I'm a college student.
Oh, there you go. That college life. Is that a fucking apple?
Yeah, it's a bottle of water.
It's a what?
It's a bottle of water.
Oh. I'm not even looking at the fucking screen right now. I'm trying to get this fucking thing fixed.
Take your time.
Hell yeah. So you like what? Took a nap and now you're like what did you do the rest of the day?
Oh shit. Woke up and then I watched Endgame, came home, took a nap.
What'd you think of that? We did a stream last week about Endgame.
I enjoyed that movie.
I enjoyed the shit out of it as well.
I was a little afraid it might not be as entertaining as I had hoped, and I was very entertained, very satisfied.
Yeah. So like 15 minutes or less of Brie Larson, so that was good.
Yeah, but I think though, because the Russos, I think if they gave her more time, they could have done her good. Unlike whoever directed Captain Marvel.
She just comes out yeah, it's a team. It's a husband and wife team that directed this film, and they've done an indie film, and Disney was like, "You did an indie film. Why don't we just hand you possibly our most lucrative property. And they're like, okay. And yeah, so.
Excuse me, I don't know. I feel like Captain Marvel, I didn't expect anything from it, so it entertained me because I had no expectations. But it kind of felt like it was like one of those shitty '90s superhero movies.
Well, they just kind of shoehorned stuff in there. It was just a plot device or like filler from one to the next between the last Marvel film and Endgame.
Yeah,
and they didn't even really utilize the character.
Yeah, which made it kind of strange because they made it seem like she was going to be a big deal, and then in Endgame she just kind of was there.
She flies off screen, and everybody in the theater, or well, I wasn't in a theater, but everyone at the drive-in was like, "Is she fucking dead? I think she's dead, dude." Dude, when Thanos launches her into the fucking car or whatever, she's just like fucking boom, and then she's gone.
I just didn't. Damn. I only knew it was if I saw her come in and just jump Thanos, I would have been done. But nope.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I don't want brand new characters I don't give a shit about just coming in and wrecking fucking everything.
Shit, I don't even want any of them. All the characters already there doing that shit. I want to see everybody actually struggle.
Yeah, I know. I got fucking all this work for a thumbnail. Literally, like one computer is loading it, the other one's not. It's so fucking irritating. Okay, here we go. I was already halfway into trying to get the thumbnail up on the other computer before it finally fucking kicked over. What do you live in? What is your couch made of leather? What are you fucking?
It's my grandma's couch, so you know how old people are having plastic on their furniture and shit.
Your grandmother's what?
Couch.
Yeah, I heard you. What do you live with your grandma?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a college student, right? That's Nito Fajito. I don't know who this. What's this guy, girl? I don't know what the fuck. What?
Who?
Somebody on with Knock right now, the lesbian looking one. I don't mean to use a pejorative, but I have no idea what their name is.
Neither do I. I was only in there maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, they were like they're talking about how like you can't choose to be gay or straight. That's bullshit. That's a fucking lie.
I mean, if you're bisexual, I'm sure you can do whatever you want. But for the rest of us, we're kind of stuck.
Maybe. Maybe I think you can pick to a degree.
Well, you can pick to do whatever you want. It's not going to change your sexuality. It's just going to make you a straight man fucking men.
But that's gay, isn't it? I mean, if
you wouldn't be.
If you'd
just be an idiot.
What's the separation though?
The separation is a gay person would be someone who's attracted to men, but the action itself would be a homosexual act.
Right, but there are probably straight men out there who are attracted to like Pierce Brosnan in his prime.
Pierce
or
Brosnan.
Like
hold on, I don't even know.
Yeah, he's one of the Bonds. I think he's after Sean Connery. I mean, there's definitely people who are attracted to Sean Connery who are dudes who claim to be straight.
Well, then they're probably liars.
Oh, can you see into the mind's eye of every?
No, but a good indication of someone's thoughts is their words.
Have you seen Brett Keen's channel?
Yep, and you can tell that is a mind of a jumbled mess of a man.
Oh my, that's fucking hateful.
I don't hate
all
Brett
this. Keen. Yeah, I don't either.
He just makes me sad.
I don't know what the deal is with Brett. Some days he's always like what I see when I talk to Brett is like a lot of like depression. I get a very depressed vibe. There we go. Now the fucking thumbnail's changed and I can flippity flop over to this bitch. Hell yeah. Where the fuck did it go? Good ass question. That's cool.
It looks like the stream.
There we go.
Yeah, that stream's over. Okay.
Oh, he ended the stream? Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, I clicked on it to see what was going on, and then it started from the beginning, so.
I know. Well, he messaged me earlier today being like, yo, what's the next, like, charity thing going to be? I was like, I don't know. Let's talk about it. And then he never messaged me back, and I was like, well, send me a link, and he's doing some other shit. So I was like, all right, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to fucking do my own thing. Matter of fact, I think the guy that we did the charity for is going to pippity pop in. It's like the afternoon for him right now, I think. It's actually kind of nice. But did I say on the other live stream I lost subscribers because of Knock?
Well, because you made friends with him?
No, it's because, well, actually, it wasn't because of Knock entirely. What it was is we were doing a charity stream for an Australian vet and not an American vet. So I got like angry emails because I leave my email and shit in the description of all my videos. And like, you can't fucking do something for somebody here. And it's like, I fucking know this guy. He happens to live in Australia and he's got cancer. He's missing his fucking eye and his arms don't work and shit. And his legs don't work. It's like, honestly, what the fuck do you want from me? I mean, if you are really concerned about some veteran that you know personally in your area, then why don't you fucking go help that guy, and then we could do a stream for him too. We can stream for everybody. It's not like there's one solution for all these problems. But I don't know. I fucking have no idea.
Well, I don't have any Australian friends who are in need of medical support, so.
Yeah. And then people were pissed off at me the other day because I can't fucking win with these people. I've learned to just not even like give a shit anymore. But people were pissed at me because I gave money to Brett Keane for him to fucking give me the link to some shit that I did with him that I wanted that he removed. So I gave Brett Keane money. Whoopsie. I mean,
your money.
By that, but by that logic, then TJ is also a horrible person because he's given Brett Keane literally thousands of dollars. So the Amazing Atheist is also a terrorist, apparently, by that metric.
You're just feeding the manatee. It's
Yeah, and then I got shit on for being I'd like people will just shit on me for whatever now, so it's like, okay, fine, unsubscribe, I don't care. I'm like trying to grind to 100. I would like to be at 100 at some point, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna fucking happen at the rate that I upload. But you wanna get into this fucking debate, yo?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So what side are you taking again?
I'm taking the side of blue is not blue to see if I can develop my apologetic skills.
Sweet. And I'll take and I'll take the pragmatic view of blue is definitely blue.
Yep.
It's always blue. Blue is well first of all, blue is an assigned proposition that was given by people that can see the visible light spectra. So everyone's blue is blue regardless of what you actually see, because even a colorblind man's blue, if he sees it as we would see red, he's still seeing blue because the word assigned to that is the same. So do you have a rebuttal?
My rebuttal is colors are not real. Nothing is real. Prove me wrong.
Oh my god, am I gonna have to Darth Dawkins this? I'm gonna have to go into the precept and like, well, you don't have what's your foundation? What's your foundational basis for reality? Then do you have
what is your foundational basis for blue? How do
right?
you know blue is real? Because in the way because I have a truth that I have found that shows me that blue is not blue, and until you have that foundation of knowledge to know that blue is blue, you have no foundation, and therefore you're wrong.
I know presuppositionalism is fun, especially when you're talking about Darth Dawkins, because you can literally apply it to anything, and it goes back to the exact same argument every fucking time. Every
Yep.
fucking time. Because it lets you pigeonhole your opponent into, well, what's your fucking... He basically, Darth Dawkins might as well at that point just be like, what are you, fucking gay?
It'd be an argument that's just as strong.
Right, exactly. What do you fucking get? Well, at least then it leaves your opponent somewhere to go. With precept, you're forced into either feeding the cycle or just being like, okay, we have to presuppose things or else we don't have a basis. And then he's like, well, my basis is God. Which one? You're like, the only one, the one of the Bible. And that's where you get him, and then he'll never admit it. So then he just doubles back and he's like, he starts getting into the minutia of what words are, like Bill Clinton. Well, it depends on what your definition of the word is. Like, what do you mean? What do you fucking how do you not know what the word is means, you fuck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of words where people can try to weasel away by saying what definition you're using, but is simply is. There is no other definition of is.
I was getting into this with somebody the other day. We were talking about lawyers and stuff, and I was like, man, there's nobody on this planet that can argue like a fucking lawyer does, because they're the biggest bullshit artists on the fucking planet. They will just weasel their way around everything and set whatever fucking precedent they like. And then if you lose the case, that case will be used for all time to fuck over people in the exact same way. So you're not just like when you're fighting a legal battle, especially in something like a class action lawsuit, you have to keep in mind that if you fucking drop the ball on this, like it's going to be used as precedent for all future litigation and that particular narrative. And sometimes it'll be extrapolated out to stupid shit, like laws that applied to telegraphs like 100 years ago, now being applied to the fucking internet and used to legitimize censorship and platforms versus curators or whatever the fuck you want to call them. I was just saying, like, wouldn't it be great if every high school in America had to force kids to take a legal literacy course or something, like pre-law, so that when you go to court for a fucking parking ticket or something, because everybody ends up in court at some point in their life, or they have to go there at least to pay for the fucking ticket. Wouldn't it be great if you knew like how to do any of that shit? Like, because people go into court who have never been to court before, and they absolutely piss themselves, and they're just like, yeah, I'll pay this fine, even if maybe it's illegitimate or they're being railroaded by the police officer or something.
Yeah, I think, but I agree with that people should be more properly prepared for a lot of things, and I think that's a fair case that that you should be taught how to deal with being in a situation of litigation.
Right. And I mean, and it's like people of color are super afraid of the police already for obvious reasons. Wouldn't it be like a course that you think that POCs would take more often and be able to represent themselves and not have to spend hundreds of dollars or thousands or upwards of millions of dollars, depending on the case, on a fucking lawyer that may not represent their case the way that the defendant wants their case to be represented? Because basically when you get a lawyer, you're saying I am incapable of defending myself and this person literally represents me. and everything he says represents me.
Well, here's the thing about human beings, because you would think that people would take the course. I would, because I would think that would be a great skill to have.
Yeah.
People like me who don't want to be fucked over if they wind up in court would do it. But people it really doesn't matter whether even people who would people who are people of color, if they were put in a situation where they could learn something like that, some of them would be stupid enough to not do it for some asinine reason because people are stupid.
Right. I mean, people do stupid shit all the time, but having the course available to people so that they can represent themselves.
I would say fuck it as an option. Just have it to be mandatory, because people are going to need it, and a lot of people aren't going to do it by choice.
That's why I said mandatory.
Did you? I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I don't. Sometimes, I mean, if we're gonna have public schools at all, then that would be one, and definitely like a financial course. I want people to do at least 2 years of business. We'll say like junior and senior year, where it's like, okay, here's how you start your own business. Here's how the taxes work. Here's how, you fucking get a loan from a bank. Here's how a mortgage works. Shit like that. It's never taught. And it's like, why?
You're not gonna get a disagreement from me. I mean, teaching people life skills it just seems like something that would be reasonable that we'd be doing already, but clearly not.
Well, public school is basically set up as like the implication is that public school is supposed to set you up for life. It's supposed to prepare you for the real world. But all it does really is prepare you for the workforce, because think of what you got here. All the courses are basically set up for memorization and regurgitation of information set as facts. That's all work is, really. When you go to a job, like if you work at Denny's or Walmart, or if you like work at a factory like me, it's just memorization about how to do a simple task and then having the manual skills to do it. That's all it is.
Essentially.
All they're doing is all the public schooling system is doing is basically building organic robots for their shitty workforce. And it doesn't matter how good natured the teachers are. The way that the state often tells these teachers to write their lesson plans, it's set up as though that is basically the end all be all of what you're supposed to do. So it mandates them to do certain things in certain ways, tenured or not.
Again, I mean, not going to be any disagreement for me. This sounds like a beautiful explanation of the bullshit education system we're working with.
Right. See, this is why I should run as president. Are you looking to be a vice president? I'll hook you up. I'm looking for a good fam.
Trying to be a physicist, not.
Oh, okay.
Not a fan
Fair
of
enough.
politics.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of politics. I fucking gamble on. I gamble on politics. It's fun. It's like a fantasy league, really.
Unfortunate. I would hope that politics would be something that would actually be useful, but it just seems like a nice way for people to look and go, well, we're fucked.
Yeah, it's all pretty much lip service. I mean, even Trump is pissing off Republicans now. I mean, he's been pissing off Republicans, but I mean, like the Republican base that voted for him. In fact, I'm not even sure that they're all Republicans. It's a good mix of people who just fucking hated Hillary Clinton or hate the way the DNC is being run. Spoilers who just are pissed at the way the system is altogether and saw Trump as a big fuck you to the whole thing. I mean, so maybe it's not all just Republicans. Maybe it's just people who have other grievances who are deciding to air them in that way. But not even Trump. So it's not fucking one of them that can get the shit right.
Because it's all just bullshit. I mean, none of it actually matters. It's all just rich people, putting up a show while they do the actual business in the background and feed it into their own pockets.
It's business criminals in the pockets of it. Well, it's business criminals. It's a bunch of fucking lawyers, and it's people who basically screwed their way to the top one way or the other. I mean, even if you're talking like not literally, people who just shook hands with the right people, then they get paid off by their fucking oh fuck lobbyists and shit. You know what I mean? Or they get their fucking bribe money. Like a Jeep Pie, for example, who worked for Verizon, now he works for the FCC, and then he overturned net neutrality. It's fucking gone. And then even if they fire him tomorrow, he'll go back to work for Verizon. They'll pay him a huge sum, or they'll hire him and then give him a massive severance package. And that's just him washing his bribe money. Or he'll get paid to talk at fucking universities or some shit, and they'll give him ridiculous sums of money, and they just filter it through that way.
I think one thing about politics that I find interesting is how we would go about setting up a government that actually was effective and actually thinks for the greater good of man, rather than just feeding into their own pockets. Even though it's pretty much just a circle jerk where they all wind up, they keep getting richer, but there's really no point in having all that money once you get to a certain point. Right.
Well, basically what you do is you tax the ever-loving fuck out of politicians. That's the first thing you do. You tax the ever-loving shit out of them while they're in office. And no more of this pension. Pension's gone. Fuck you. You're not getting a pension. Because let's just take AOC, for example. If she gets fired like tomorrow, if she gets kicked out of office tomorrow, she's going to keep that pension for life. We're still paying pensions for politicians who are no longer in office. And it's ridiculous sums of money. So that's fucking gone. We're going to tax the shit out of you so that you can only make so much money if you're a politician. And people say, well, you're going to fucking, meddle with capitalism for, yeah, with politicians we are. And it's so that people who want to make money being politicians are discouraged from doing that. And then we'll give them, let's say, 10 years of a reduced tax, but it'll still be pretty ridiculous. So they can't wash their bribe money so quickly. So it doesn't pay off as quickly as they'd like it to. So that however many years they do in office, plus 10 years after that, and they'll be audited pretty much every 2 years, I would say, would be a good idea. Just fucking watch that money and watch where it goes. That's probably the first thing you could do without changing a whole lot, without changing the whole fucking system. Just discourage people who think that they're going to make a shitload of money scamming the American people out of their hopes and dreams in exchange for some petty cash. Yeah, that's the first thing you do.
Could be useful. Just wish I had the knowledge to know how effective that would be, or at least you have an idea. Because it sounds like it makes sense, but there's always more nuance that they've been more of a pain in the ass.
Well, it would be pretty easy in theory for that to fix the problem, but you'll never get it passed because the government's full of business criminals and they're toadies, and they'll never vote for something that penalizes them. And we've put them in office. The whole system's set up that way. The system is set up for money and greed. And every once in a while, you get one guy who just wants to do the right thing and do right by the American people, and then they have him fucking assassinated or ejected from office in some way, or they blackmail him into not doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? And all the other people involved fuck with him. But the other thing you could do would be a piece-by-piece approach. Basically start breaking up the country into smaller and smaller pieces with more layers of checks and balances. So, like, states are broken up into counties. So give counties a little more autonomy in states so that, like, for example, the 5 boroughs in New York State, the Big Island of Manhattan, they fucking run this whole state, and they're the reason that we can't get fucking marijuana legalized. Because if marijuana was legalized, the private prison system would basically empty out overnight, and they put money in the pockets of these politicians to keep this shit illegal so that they can continue to keep running to the bank, basically profiting off of the incarceration of people who otherwise wouldn't be doing anything illegal. So if you give different counties in New York State a little more autonomy to write laws, and like, let's say in like Albany County can keep weed illegal, but why can't Saratoga County or Washington County or fucking Clinton County or whatever have legal weed? You're gonna one city, small little fucking piece of this state is gonna dictate what the rest of the fucking area. It doesn't make sense logically. They have more population because they're stacked on top of each other, but they don't have like as much space. Like if you go to like somewhere like Granville, New York, you can go less than a mile fucking east and you're in Vermont and you could smoke weed legally. You can literally see the difference in the road texture. You can step over the line and smoke weed over there, but in New York State you can't, when they're basically the same geographic region. I mean, it's kind of fucking stupid. So you just give the counties a little more autonomy to legalize shit, right? And then you break up the states. Instead of the electoral college, you have a similar sort of electoral college with less votes by breaking up states into groups, by grouping them together into, I don't know what you'd call it, commonwealths, I guess. And they vote, and the states vote as a block in an election based on population and voting records. And probably the median age, too, would be a good one, because Florida tends to fuck everything up in elections. So those are a couple ideas.
Have you considered running for trying to run into a school board, or run for a school board rather, get yourself to start getting into politics? I mean,
that's the general idea. I'm gonna try as soon as I can. Elections don't come. Elections in my area, generally speaking, come up around general elections. Oh my God, it's Eo Sapien Man. Hey, what's up, son?
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, Squidward on a chair.
General elections. Oh shit. God, it's Eo Sapien. There we go.
Hey, what up?
Oh my God, how was Shabbat? Okay, I see that John is giving me shit earlier for streaming. Listen, dude, if you want to talk about it, email me. I'll give you a link. We can talk about it. See, people are pissed at me because I fucking streamed on Shabbat. I think that the no electricity thing is bullshit, because for 80 years, Jews were using electricity with no problem. No burning in Gehenna. Souls were not lost for those 80 years. I mean, the justification seems circular to me. It doesn't make any sense. Sparks completing a circuit, that whole thing, there's no congruency there. So if you want to talk about that, you can come on, but I'm not gonna get into a fist fight in the chat with you. So I'll monitor my email if you want to do that.
Neat.
But yeah. Oh, hell yeah. How are you, Eo Sapien, man? I never get to fucking talk to you, dude. It's only in the Hangouts.
It is only in the Hangouts, but yeah, I'm fine. I just got myself some Subway.
Yep. Eo Sapien Man, aka Zombie Vengeance, is also a college student, so he's probably feeling your pain right now.
No, semester's over in like a week, so I can finally die.
Damn, I'm only halfway there.
Oh my God, that's why you were okay.
No, that's not why, but that was a pretty good coincidence.
Hell yeah.
I am literally halfway there. I only have five weeks left.
That's pretty neat.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Fucking, I got a whole list of things I wanted to talk about. So you want to get back to blue, or you want to talk some other shit?
I mean, I don't know how much. I don't know what much more I can do for you. I haven't really studied dumbass arguments. I've only really learned the ones that are effective. And
Oh,
it's kind of hard to argue against something that that the only, I think the best argument you can give for blue not being real is that blue is something that only agents can observe, and therefore it doesn't exist. It's an illusion.
Blue? Like
I
the
know.
color.
Yeah, like the color. See, because I could dissolve that with presuppositionalism, but we both know that's bullshit, and that's the other problem I have.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can break it down like, okay, okay, I'll just go through the argument for the sake of hilarity here.
Okay.
Well, can we both agree that things can be described with words?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Is there
purpose of
anything? Wait. I'm getting to it. Is there anything you can't describe with words?
Anything that you have not been exposed to. Other than that, I don't.
Didn't you just use words to describe that though?
Described as a concept, but not the specific things. No.
Right, but you described it.
So do you mean as a concept, or if you were to find such a thing?
Described, period, end of sentence.
Say it again.
Described, period, end of sentence. Just described. The general general concept of description.
Well, if we're going by that, then I'd say pretty much anything can be described one way or another.
Okay, so we could
That was weird.
agree that all things can be described with words, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, and you used words to describe the color blue, yes?
As long as the party has seen blue.
And even if you have a blind person, blue is still blue even if they can't see it, right? Because the general population understands what blue is as a general concept, and both as a wavelength of light and all its other various definitions, correct?
Honestly, I think you could just start and end the argument with blue is a wavelength between point A and point B, and that's it. You win. That's it.
That's what I was thinking. Like, just by definition, it's real.
Because even if what's seen as blue, even if you're blind and can't see it, it's still, that wavelength of light still exists, and that you can't argue against that.
Yeah, it's still like 500, 400 nanometers.
What it is, it's treefold presuppositionalism, but it actually, as I'm talking about it, presuppositionalism might actually work for this argument. That's upsetting. I think I made myself sad in my pants right now. I know. Please, Mom, make it stop. It hurts.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, hearing you talk passionately about politics made me think you're less of just an obnoxious asshole.
No. I want to. Well, here's my thing: is I want to talk to people about stuff, but I've not really hit the mark when it comes to like perfecting my brand and actually taking this seriously to try to get everything out there. Plus, I don't have the time to dedicate to it anymore because I'm on 12-hour shifts 5 days a week. So, and then I've got a half-hour drive to work and a half-hour drive home from work. So that's 13 hours I'm not at the house. And then you take off getting ready for bed, getting ready for work. You know, that all adds up. That's most of my day. Realistically, I get about 2 hours a day worth of time that I could conceivably be doing anything else that would be deemed unnecessary, even if you take off showers and taking a poop. So I basically piggyback on Notch's audience for views and stuff, if I'm being honest.
I'm just I'm trying to get what's it called, OBS, not trying to get it working, but trying to figure out how it works so I can start up a little thing. But
Yeah,
I'm inept with technology, so this is going to be a slow process.
Yeah, you just get on YouTube and do shit. I just figured out how to integrate OBS into Hangouts. I am not actually going to fiddle with it right now because we're doing a thing, but I'll probably fiddle with it tomorrow. Basically, I got a plugin that lets me use OBS as a virtual camera, but we'll see how that works.
Honestly,
I might fiddle I might fiddle with it at the end. It's the reason I'm wearing the sunglasses is because there's a $500 light bulbs all the way around me, and it's bright as fuck in here. So
turn the monitors all the way down.
You what?
Nothing.
I'm gonna, because like I said, I'm inept with technology. I'm gonna ask if you can explain to me how to fix this problem, and if not, then
Okay.
whatever. But I figure it's worth a try. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is on OBS is when I'm editing the screen, it only shows me this small section. What I'm trying to do is I just want to put this image in the background, just so I have that background image. But the problem is I can only go to full screen to see what it looks like, and then it'll be this fucked up mess, or either the image is displaced or it's only on part of the image. And then when I go back to edit, it's just this small section, and I can't zoom out. I can't scroll to another part of it. It's just stuck with this small frame of the whole.
Oh, are you using OBS to record?
I want to use it to stream, but I'm just trying to figure out how to make the background.
Let me go into OBS right now and see if I can parse it out. Because I'm not fully understanding, but if I can visualize it on my desktop here, I can probably figure it out. Let's see here. Yeah. I don't know. I think you're having an issue with layering or something. You want a background image, and then you want your camera that you're using now as your center image. And you just
what I want is I want the screen to show everything there while I'm editing, but I don't know how to do that so that when I'm trying to frame the image, it's not just this small section of the screen.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I don't use OBS for recording, so I'm not sure I'll figure that one out.
Well, I'll just keep asking around until I can figure it out, because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, because I use Camtasia for editing and stuff. I can't believe this shit. I've got those little fucking black ants fucking everywhere, and I have no idea where they're coming from. I'm gonna fucking
fume that house, dude. It's already gone. I'm just kidding.
What you gotta do is follow the ants and see where they're going to get food, and then just throw that shit out.
They're under my computer desk, so I thought maybe they're going into the garbage can, but there's nothing going on here.
There's these traps that are like for ants, and it's literally like, it's basically nectar, but it has like a poison, and they bring it back to their nest, and it just poisons everything in there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one of those. This is pissing me right the fuck off. I thought I had this under control. Basically, you can use I know that I've used orange rind and lemon rind successfully in past years, but I have neither of those fruits at the moment. So
yeah,
it's irritating as fuck. I'm like looking through my notes right now, trying to decipher my fucking coded language, because I just took quick notes of things that I was thinking of at the time. And now that I'm looking at them, I don't remember what they were. I don't remember the context of some of this shit. So it just looks like absolute fucking ridiculousness.
Uh-huh.
Nito Fajito. I wonder if Knives is going to come in. He might. It's early enough in his day to.
Captain Kangaroo.
Captain Kangaroo. Oh my god. He's a good boy.
He is.
Dude, I was thinking about this Raging Atheist DMCA Matt Powell horse shit. Whatever happens to him, Nakasuchi is totally brought out himself at this point.
I don't know the context of what.
Neither do I.
Basically, Matt Powell used the video that Nakasuchi put up for his video, and it says some stuff like he says some stuff about Nakasuchi, and then apparently there's some bullshit about like Nakasuchi put up a video about him talking about his kids, and he was like crying or something, and Knock didn't like that, so he filed a DMCA or filed a copyright claim or something against Matt Powell. It was like, I got the support of the community, so I'm going to do this. And now he's just using that to fuck with Matt Powell. But if Matt Powell ever realizes that he can just bounce the claim back to Nakasuchi, and then Nak will basically have to take him to court over it, there's going to be he's in for a fucking ride, because this can just be used by anyone endlessly to fuck people with litigation for years on end. Like, Knock, if Matt Powell ever realized he could do that, he could keep Knock perpetually tied up in the courts for 5 or 6 years, or vice versa. At max, it usually lasts about 2 years for this YouTube horse shit, based on cases we've already seen that at least have been public with YouTube anyway.
I have no idea, because I haven't been paying too much attention to YouTube in general. I've just been kind of popping into a stream every couple of days, and I don't know what's going on with Nakasuchi right now. I don't know what's going on with a lot of stuff. I've just been doing other shit. I am out of the loop.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I know, but I've got to have my fucking dead horse to beat, and this horse is 13 years probably dead, this YouTube thing, and I am still beating it, hoping that one day I'll resuscitate it. I'll fucking resuscitate it like Jon Snow at fucking Castle Black. I just fucking beat the shit out of it until it wakes up, and I can ride that horse off into the fucking sunset. That'd be great.
Hell yeah.
Game of Thrones.
If I'm looking over to the right and doing a weird thing, it's because I'm stepping on ants. I imagine God has a similar sort of feeling. It's very gratifying.
I just started watching it like a week or two ago, and I got to the end, and maybe it felt more painful when Jon Snow's death happened and people had to fucking wait for the next season. For me, it was like, oh, I guess he's dead now. And the next episode, he was back, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess he's not dead now.
No, it's like some Deus Ex Machina horseshit. So.
I mean, they already established it earlier in the series. I figured they were going to, but at the same, I didn't expect it to happen so quickly. I thought it was going to be like a few episodes later. But I guess, but again, for me, it was like a 2-minute break where I probably went to take a piss. For anybody else, they had to wait for the next season. Those people.
Yeah, I mean, the incest in season 7 is better than the incest in previous seasons, because at least they didn't know it was incestuous. That's the difference. And it was more like
Jon Snow and
Daenerys. Yeah, Daenerys Targaryen. Yeah, it kind of turns out they're both Targaryens. Whoops, spoilers, by the way.
I don't even know if anybody's watching. Yeah, I think I'm the only one who's got the stream open right now. So you're spoiling it for no one.
No, for some reason the view count hasn't been working all day, because it says that there's only one person watching, and I'm watching this screen. And this one guy is posting. So he's definitely watching.
I haven't watched the show, so I don't know what's going on.
I gave the show no fucks, had no idea what was going on, and then I was like, my grandmother was watching it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. So I watched it, and now I'm just kind of like, okay, that was good, I guess. Better I watched it now than being one of those fucking losers who had to sit there and wait weekly. I just got to sit down and fucking have it on as background noise while I was drawing and shit.
Yeah.
While you
fucking EO. Oh yeah, you both draw and you're both in college. Oh my god, just fuck already.
I know, right?
He's pretty alright. You're both pretty alright artists.
Neat. Glad to know.
Did you see? Yeah, there was a JPassic stream where I started drawing a naked lady.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, because I have a tablet I've been using for a couple months now, and I was talking on the stream and I was drawing a naked lady, and then the next day he got a fucking struck down for child endangerment. So I think somebody who didn't like him fucking struck him down, and then a few days later he got his channel back. And somebody did that to me too, and I don't even have much content on my channel, and I only have like 50 subscribers, I think, if that many. And do you know Jesus is Lord, that fucking retard?
Yeah, I know Jill.
Yeah, I was in the middle of a stream, and in that stream I was particularly not in the mood for his bullshit. I was fucking like, if you'd like to make a point, then you can get the respect to talk to me like an adult. And I'm just not. I'm like, you can see. I think I have my face cam on. I'm looking off screen, playing video games, not even giving a fuck. And then at some point, I go to comment in the fucking chat, and it's like, it's like sign in to use the chat. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, your account has been suspended. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? And I literally had it back in less than 24 hours. So it's not like I was even fucking hurt at all. But it was just like, I know it was him because nobody else would. Nobody.
I almost thought you were gonna say you called him the N-word or something.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I was like, and then I called him the N-word, and I was like, oh shit.
No, I've called him a faggot plenty of times.
Oh hell yeah! Fuck that guy. He's a faggot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's basically the homosexual N-word.
Yeah, but you've got a faggot in the room, so you've
Yeah.
got a faggot. I'm giving you my faggot pass for the day.
Yeah.
Feel free to use that.
F-word pass.
And I'm half black, so I can say the N-word.
If you want to say it, go ahead and say it because I want to test the algorithm to see what happens.
Nigger.
He like cleared his throat and everything.
Nigger.
Eo Sapien is fucking. No, you can't say the N-word. This one guy. Fuck you. You're not allowed. You're Hispanic, so you can say the B word. I don't know if I can say it.
I'm Hispanic and I'm black, so I
double whammy.
Oh my god, go ahead. Go for it,
can
guys.
say beaner, I can say nigger, I can say whatever I
Oh,
want.
that's the B word, beater.
Yeah.
Dude, we used to say that all the time in high school. All the time.
I
say whatever I don't care.
I just want to point out that I am not I have not said any of these things. Other people have said these things. So well, the thing is, I don't depend. That's what's great about being a tiny YouTuber is that nobody gives a fuck what I say. I mean, if my account gets deleted tomorrow, all the shit's gonna be up on BitChute. It's not gone. I can just go get it back. It's like
I'm a smaller.
All my videos are going.
I got struck down. This is bullshit.
I don't have a Patreon. I have a Subscribe Star. I've never had a Patreon. I'm not beholden to these fucking people. I mean, if they take my Facebook away, I've got Gab, and I'll just use some other fucking app to get a hold of people. I don't fucking know. I'll use fucking Gab or Minds or whatever. It doesn't
Minds.com, dude.
I'm just here on the internet enjoying talking to people and learning things. I have no stakes here.
no.
I have a life. Shit.
You don't have Ethiopian blood, this one guy. Get the fuck out of here. Show us the DNA test. Give me your 23andMe and then we'll talk.
Give me the 20. I've actually had a 23.
If he's
I
Hispanic,
am 1/4 approximately white. So
if he's Hispanic, then he's most likely got some African blood in there. So I think by default he can say the N-word.
oh, dude,
I gotta call Hillary Clinton and see what the percent is.
Dude, all humans can say the N-word because the Homo genus originated from Africa.
So there you go. You've earned your.
Well, we gotta
earn their N-word pass.
Yeah. Zombie Vengeance is what are you, a biologist? Are you a geneticist or what is it?
Biochemist.
Biochemist. So we've got a physicist and a biochemist and a politician.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we're not officiated yet, but we're in the beginning stages. We're all like middle of the lowest tier, basically. Like
Well,
we've crafted an iron dagger, but we can't craft iron swords yet.
Pretty
We're
much.
still stuck in Lumbridge. We're like, hey, I'll be your girlfriend for 100 gold.
here's the thing. I'm double majoring. I'm gonna be a physicist and illustrator, so I get double XP.
That's like that's like a
weekend.
that's like a 7-year-old who's gonna be like a firefighter and an astronaut. He's gonna fight fires in space.
Yeah. Except I'm actually fucking. I'm gonna be fucking studying that shit, and it's going to be a pain in my ass. But I'm doing it.
You know, I studied the Bible. Does that make me a reverend? What?
Yeah.
I got actually. You know what's great is I have a Bible right here
I
to
don't know if
prove
you have to
that
do that much work.
See, look, it's got a crucifix on it. I don't know if you can see the. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I
Look
can
at that.
see it barely.
Are we pulling out holy books now? Hold on.
Did he just pull out a fucking ancient tome?
Oh hell yeah, that's the
What is
fucking
that?
Agma Infinium. I don't know.
The only true
Jesus?
holy book, the Book of Jesus.
The book of
Oh shit. I've got another one that's good.
God's not great.
It's a pretty great book.
Yeah, I've got Daniel Dennett's shit. I've got Christopher Hitchens. I got Sam Harris, and I got Richard Dawkins. I've got. Oh yeah, if we want to go back to linguistic presuppositionalism, like I was using earlier, I have the Webster's Dictionary. So this is the Bible for linguistic presuppositionalists. His words exist. I mean,
Well,
my God is the God of words, and this is his holy book.
You know,
So-
something I'll never understand when it comes to people who their arguments pretty much boil down to just playing word games to try and sound like they've won. Is it doesn't change reality. It just now you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You have no argument, and
well,
what have you?
debates are kind of faggoty. Yeah, well, yeah, debates are kind of faggoty and useless because, like, all it is two people trying to convince a group of other people that they are more right than the other person, and it doesn't matter if the facts actually line up with the person who is really right. If the person who is making the more convincing argument based on appeals that work with the audience that he's talking to, then he might just win by a vote anyway. So debates are no measure of truth or logic. They're just who made the more convincing argument. Now, logic and facts might aid your defense, but not always.
The way I see a debate is there are no winners. There are only losers, because either one of them is right or they're both wrong. And if assuming one of them is right, the one who's right probably is not changing anyone's mind. He's just kind of feeding information to people who are watching who already know they're right, and the other person is wrong, so they lose too. So one person's wasted their time, and the other person is wrong, so everyone loses.
I do debates like how I play Halo 3. I don't play to win. I play to have fun.
Yeah, I mean that's basically. That's why I engage with people, because it's fun to fuck with people. I mean, basically, if you're a convincing liar, you can still win. I mean,
Yeah.
I prefer to just talk to people and hear what they got to say. That's more fun for me.
Yeah.
Learn
this
shit.
one guy, if you want to jump in, I'm going to pop my email in there. Go ahead and fucking grab that link from me. Hold on. Where's the fucking keyboard for this one? There it is.
There is a slight chance that this one guy might be actually fucking insane, so be careful. I watched him. Well, actually, I might have been in this. No, I was in this. I was in the discussion. I wasn't watching it, and it was trying to be explained to him how mutually exclusive things work, and he just they explained how mutually exclusive things are, and he tried to say that somehow mutually exclusive things can exist at the same time. So There's a little something there that ain't right.
That doesn't. When
Oh,
you
he's
get to
driving, that's
territory
why.
where it's like,
I mean, nothing against him, but I'd say if you want to have a good time, just try to stick to things that aren't too serious. Try to keep the joking around. If you try to have a discussion with him, he's not too good at it at all.
No, I mean I've had discussions with him on Discord. They don't ever devolve into debates though.
It's because he understands that he's not quite built for it.
No, whatever. I mean that's just as well. I don't really give a shit to be one way or the other. I'm mostly here for the same reason as you, but I fucking
my one thing with him is just I when I discuss with people, I like to understand how their minds work. Get into people's headspace, and I don't think he understands enough about discussion for me to even get that out of him. So it's difficult to have what I would consider a meaningful conversation.
I don't know. I've talked to him. I know probably more about his life in an hour or two of talking to him than most people on the internet that he's actually been in live streams know about him at all. So I think maybe it's just the format. Okay, cool. I'll email you the link. I know that you fucked up your email because you're driving, but please don't text and drive. Just listen. I'll check it when you get home.
It's just
yeah.
I mean, he's honest. He's honest. There's nothing against him. He's just something there is just either he doesn't get or just isn't there.
Yeah. Well, when I go into conversations with people, my entire goal isn't to win or what the fuck ever. It's just to get fuckers to laugh. That's it. That's the whole fucking thing. That's it. It's like making people laugh. I mean, I was born on April Fool's Day, so I kind of have a complex about it. It kind of fucked me up in the head. But yeah, it's still good. I'm going to try to get you the link, this one guy, but for some reason, shit's fucking up on this other computer. I don't know if it's overheating. It's a little warm, but not really. Oh, the computer on the bottom is really fucking warm. My buddy Gary came over today, and he saw what I call the command center, and it's all cluster computing between systems. I think I've talked about this before, but it's basically computers stacked on other computers, chained with fucking PATA cables and fucking bubble gum and paper clips and rubber bands. It's a real fucking mess, and I'm like trying to figure out why this computer is running slow for that core, and I'm like, oh, the one underneath it is on fire. Oh,
hell yeah!
Fucking whoopsie doopsie. Oh my god!
Your computer's slow, and it's dying of heat.
It's all that pour you have deleted. Oh, all that porn. Oh, see, if you weren't texting and driving like a fucking maniac, I would be able to understand you this one day. Why don't you I'm using voice to yeah, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he is actually using text-to-speech because he didn't misspell anything, but all the words are in the wrong order. Okay, I believe you. Okay, I believe you. God damn it. I think it's about smoke time. Let me send off this link. I'm not gonna like fucking leave. I'm just gonna get up like Brett Keane in the middle of this fucking thing, and I actually yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't have my vape anymore at fucking Wet Missing. You know those fucking Juul pods? Oh my god, I felt like such a
contain as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes.
Yeah, I felt like such a queer smoking that. I swear to God. Just something about it is just like, okay, one of my roommates has a vape, and it literally looks like it looks like an iPod Nano with no screen and no buttons. And she's smoking on the auxiliary port. That's what it looks like. I wonder if she's up, if I could get it from her so she could come. You know what? I'll message her in a little bit. I'll have her come down. That'll probably be. Because it's my brother's girlfriend, so they could be fucking up there for all I know. I don't want to walk into that mess.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Stajos.
Stajoshi, masz daleko piczko? Piczko ma to ja? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the rest of what you said, but all right.
It's like, ooh, what else? You got big pussy, motherfucker?
Oh.
People always want me to do the Serbian, and it's like, man, that's kind of almost dated at this point. You know, that was so last month. Now we're all about the baby manatee.
Baby manatee?
Yeah. You want to explain that, Wajita?
That was I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna pretty much say that when Nakasuchi dropped a fat roast on Will, that was the nickname he gave him. I would have gone for another sea creature personally, but
Yeah.
'cause I don't think Will's fat enough to be the baby manatee.
I didn't think so either. I kind of wanted my own animal so I could do my own thing.
Is
and
it
he kind
because
of
you
hurt me.
associate with Brett? That you
Yeah.
become the baby
Sure.
manatee?
Yeah. I
Alright.
associate it with Bort Corn, so now I'm fucking baby manatee for life.
J-Dubs is more of a baby manatee than you.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I've been hanging out with J-Dubs. He's cool shit.
Yeah, but he's always like with Brett, right?
No, not really. I mean, Jesus Freak hangs out with him. Sister Sunshine. One person, you know, Rebecca. She's always in his shit. You know, Bexillion the reptilian in our fucking Discord. Yeah, she's always on there, and
Really?
I don't know what the fuck she's doing. She never like adds anything to the conversation. She just likes hanging out on camera, I guess. I don't know why.
That's
I
weird.
invited her one time, and she just got addicted to hanging out on camera. I don't know what the fuck is. I can't even. Fucking Blaze messaged me, and she wanted me to talk to you. By the way, I'm sure she's watching, or if she's not, she will be.
Oh, I
So do you want
to talk to her?
Oh, okay, I didn't know if you wanted to have that conversation again or not.
Oh no, yeah, like.
Can you guys hear
Yeah,
me?
we're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Who the fuck? Oh, it's this one guy. Hell yeah.
Yep.
You fucking. Yep. The Mexican. Smexy
Okay.
Mexican.
Just for the record, I was called insane because I agreed with somebody saying that if they want to believe I am saying a triangle has 4 corners, then fine. Just to get, I was only agreeing with what he's saying, and then he had.
Well,
All right, you cut.
He
You
was
cut
saying
out.
Not to. I don't
Okay,
believe
there
what
you
he was saying.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, I'm
so-
gonna go through a dead zone.
That's fine. You two kill each other. I need a smoke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Kinda.
fucking.
I know.
you could
No?
technically have a shape that exhibits like triangle-like qualities, and still be 4 sides.
But it's still not a triangle unless it has triangles.
True enough.
Well, if you get a triangle block, is that still not a triangle?
Triangle
But
block.
it has like
A
6, like a block, right?
triangle is
But in a block shape, or that would not be considered block.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to
Triangle.
define a triangle like that,
Because now it
then
has
sure, but
death.
A block
Triangle is-
usually implies like 3 dimensions, right?
Yeah, triangle is a 2-dimensional shape that would, and it being a block doesn't really change much.
But it would, because it would have more corners at the end, and that it would have double corners. Because now it has
Well,
width
no,
to it.
like the way how we
It works that
define a
same.
block
I'm
and
sorry.
the way how we define a triangle makes it so that having a triangle block is literally impossible. Like a block is a 3-dimensional object. A triangle is a 2-dimensional object, so you can't have a triangle block.
And yeah, it just fucked with my mind. That now my mind's blinking, and it's like, how is it block triangle like in this shape? Not a triangle. Okay, so now it's just like,
I think he's
all right, then my logic's out the window. reason, and whatever the hell that's called, whatever that has to pertain to. I'm like, okay, my understanding. Oh, I can't speak. What the heck? Someone's like pushing a button on me. My understanding of it is limited then to what I thought it would be.
Hold on, because I'm pretty sure what you're thinking of is a triangular prism, which is where it has a triangular shape in certain dimensions, but it is a three-dimensional shape.
Yeah, it would have two triangular faces on the top and the bottom, and then connecting those two triangles are rectangles.
Yeah, that would be a rectangular prism.
Fair enough. Okay.
But
Fair
even
enough.
then, you could be talking about a icosahedron, which is also technically a triangular block, as that shape is only made up of triangles.
Well, maybe we should ask him what he means by a block. When you say block, do you mean the shape, or do you mean a block as in like a piece
Toy
of
block. Yeah, I was trying to say like in a toy block, with shapes you see with children.
The thing is, in that case, the block is just the name of that toy. It doesn't really have much substance in defining what it actually is, because it would still be a triangular prism in shape. It'd just be that item, that toy is called a block.
Well,
And
then
based
I
off of what
always
you
thought.
said, you could still have like
Okay, go ahead.
icosahedron, and that would still technically be a triangle block.
Icosahedron.
That thing then with
An
the depth in it.
icosahedron is
Oh,
a
yeah,
platonic solid that's 20 sides. They're all triangles.
It's beautiful.
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking
Yeah, and that's
swear
what I
to
meant.
it.
Like triangle block, you can have that be a block and still consider it a triangle block.
I think
What
an
the fuck
I
is-
think an important thing when talking to this one guy is make sure you know what he's talking about, because he's not well versed in discussions. So you got to make sure you know what he means, because otherwise you're not really being fair to him.
And then there's rhetorical
Sure enough.
etiquette too.
I'm really bad at discuss. Like I said, I'm coming new to conversations. I really hardly ever had them before. So like, I found it like really offensive. Like I was really more hurt when he says like, you're not worthy to talk to. I'm like, for what? For being misinformed, dude? I'm like, that's just kind of really rude. I'm like, it's not my fault. We're having this miscommunication. I'm trying to understand better, and you're just like, well, you're an idiot. You're not an idiot. You're insane, and you're not worthy to speak. I was like, well, okay, wow, that's
I didn't say
extreme.
you weren't worthy to speak to. I said it might be better to have a more.
No,
fun-
not you. That's what the other guy said in the conversation.
We get wrapped up in all this bombastic language because we're on the fucking internet and we know that people are watching us. So we act like assholes on the internet occasionally, and we forget that there's an actual person who lives in a real place who's occupying the same planet that we are. And that's why I don't bother with a lot of this shit. Like I dropped the atheism thing in the debate and all this fucking all these delusions of grandeur about like hypothetically becoming the next amazing atheist a long fucking time ago, because I realized that that's played out and it's bullshit anyway. So I mean, I'm so right now I'm just trying to bring people back to just having actual conversation, because even on Nakasuchi's channel you end up with shit like fucking Messenger and motorcycle and with Messenger and atheist rationale,
I didn't
where
know
it's just yeah they're talking about like a cure for PTSD and they got caught up in the minutia of what a fucking
Oh yeah,
Are we
yeah,
talking about
yeah.
the original? Are we talking about the original discussion where it was a bunch of people, or the one that was supposed to be them settling that? Because I was in the first one. I didn't even get to see the other one because I was fucking watching Game of Thrones.
yeah, it was the second one. I mean, most people were watching Game of Thrones, so yeah. I mean, we're rewatching, like right now, we're rewatching every episode so that we can understand the context of this one, because it's been straight like a year since we've seen.
Really, you can't remember it that far? Oh wow, all I needed was the first episode. I was like, oh yeah, this is what's going on. This are these people.
Oh, and
This is
this
cool.
one guy.
No,
let
it's
me-
not- no, go ahead. Sorry.
Now, just for the sake of you, I think what's going to do you better is don't take what was said personally. Just try to keep learning so that you can better understand what's
Oh
going on.
yeah, I
And
try to. Yeah.
Realize that, especially people like Nicola, aren't too concerned with your feelings. They're really more concerned with trying to have discussions, and you have to realize that these people often deal with dishonest people. So even for you, I see that you're honest and you're just not very well versed. but for them, they've dealt with so many dishonest people that they're probably just impatient. You just gotta give yourself time to.
People have Drag's Discord because of what was said like yesterday.
I think that was a little further back than yesterday.
Hold up, I'm robotic.
Unless there was another discussion I missed.
Well, it's a lot of those fucking.
You guys hear me now or no?
Like,
Yeah, you're good.
yeah, I can hear you. It's fine. No, it's a lot of like fucking. People go into it and they're like, okay, we're gonna have a discussion, but it's not really a discussion. It's really people get caught up in the idea of winning, and it's always in the back of their mind because they want to dominate the other person in the discussion. And you'll even see that, especially in like Brett Keen's hangouts, where one person will dominate and just talk over people. That's another issue, though.
That's why I think that's an important thing is because a lot of the discussions I have, I like to have them offline on Discord with people because then it's just a nice discussion where we can both discuss ideas without a problem. Because then there's
you run into that on Discord too, like Godless, not engineer, but Godless Entity, the woman. Her server was just like, and Zombie, I'll tell you this, it's like 50 people that all sit and chat and then chime in when they feel like that they're important or whatever, and they just talk absolute utter nonsense a lot of the times, and it ends up right back where all conversations end up is eventually you end up on a thing for 3 or 4 hours and you get into the minutia of what words mean. Like, just fuck you.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and typically with those, I just kind of, I pretty much just try to meme a little bit, lighten up the mood, because everybody just kind of either gets really bored with the topic or things get heated. But for me, like, I don't remember how long ago it was, but me and Nicola, we just, like, everybody else was in the main voice chat of the Discord. We went into just a chat of just me and him. And I think for like maybe an hour, 2 hours, we just had a nice discussion about philosophy where we both spoke. I was pretty much just him trying. I asked him to critique my my moral philosophy, and wound up actually going a different direction. And I wound up learning about new concepts, and I think it was very effective and what's the word I'm looking for? A productive conversation. There we go.
Well, when you're talking to people who don't act like they have a 12-inch dick, that's when most of the work gets done and the most productive conversations happen, because a lot of times, this is another thing, is people go in and they think that their dick is absolutely massive, and then they take out their dick and it's like, well, that's only 6 inches. And they're like, well, what's it an inch really? And it's just it just devolves into literal pissing contests.
I define my inch to be half of that of an actual inch.
Right, exactly.
What I find funny about that is that actually makes me think about this one moment. Now, from my existence on the internet, pretty much boils down to two things. Either A, I'm having a conversation where I'm trying to learn shit. B, I'm just randomly inserting myself to meme, and then on a rare occasion, I'm talking to some retard where they're just spouting nonsense, and I'm just fucking mocking them. And then one time, the Messenger Reveals shows up in the stream where I'm just fucking roasting Phil. It was actually one I was talking about before, where I got my channel got taken down, and he comes in and starts trying to he pretty much tried to say that I'm trying to get validation off the internet, and it was a hilarious projection, because for me this means nothing to me, number one, and number two, I'm here to learn shit. I don't need to prove myself to anybody. There's no value in that. And if someone were actually to keep tabs on me, which wouldn't be too hard because I don't think I've shown up in that many streams, it's a lot of it is me sitting silently and listening, or just being that one asshole who makes jokes.
Right.
That's
nothing, where I sit.
There's nothing I have to prove. And I just found that hilarious, because this is the man who's trying to go around and prove that he's this great mind of Christianity, and two, he's so great at what is it, psychology or psychiatry?
Yeah, I think Messenger Reveal stuff has to do with like body healing, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to wake people up and shake them from the things that most people don't necessarily see or know. But I don't know, with that it's bad because you don't know what people necessarily think or know, and you have to go off assumptions. So unless you really know a person, then you can say some things. So I think he just has to get to know people better when he does it, and then he can say something about it when he wants to.
Yeah, I think there's truth to that. But the thing is, when you deal with someone like that, is he has a grand ego, and it's difficult to get through to him. He's not going to listen. He's pretty much just like anyone else, like Darth Dawkins and G-Man and people like that. He's got a script he sticks to, and he's not really concerned with what the other party has to say. And what I find funny is his favorite catchphrase seems to be "listen with your ears and not your mouth." But he is a very big culprit of doing that very thing, and I find it interesting.
The thing that he didn't point out, like that corresponds to this, is during the drinking contest that nobody else takes into account. I'm still gonna make that fucking video because I lost legitimately. But the point is that like my blood alcohol content was gonna be my blood alcohol content. Because my BMI is my BMI. I was only gonna be able to take so much before I fucking blacked out or died of alcohol poisoning. And I still have a video that I'm still gonna put out that I forgot to do. I'll probably put it out tomorrow because I won't be doing a whole lot other than traveling around of like the absolute debauchery that happened off screen that none of you guys saw. Just like a post recap, because I vomited all over the basement. Oof. It was like a fucking war zone. I blacked out in my own fucking puke trying to open the door to get upstairs to a bathroom. I fucking blacked out probably 3 or 4 times. It was really bad. But Messenger picked up on something that was very astute. He realized early on that I was not going to stop drinking. That I was just going to keep going until I was fucking dead, because I've got that pride ego thing, which will kill me eventually one day, where it's like, I'm not going to fucking stop. I'm going to keep going until I'm fucking dead. And he was like, when Messenger tapped out, he gave me an out, so I didn't have to be the super loser in the fucking group who fucking. So when he tapped, I was like, okay, thank God, I'm going to go fucking barf off screen now. But
you didn't barf off screen.
Oh, I didn't?
Oh, dude, you puked right there. I caught it, too. It was like, you chunked blue. It was beautiful and majestic at the same time. I'm like, oh, he's going to do it. He's going to puke. And it came out as you were getting up, and it was gone.
I think that'll. Sorry.
Yeah, we were waiting. Me and John were like the last ones in. We were waiting, hoping you were okay. And I was like, that's why I texted you on Discord, because John was really concerned and worried about you, and we all were really, because it's like, man, we hope because you didn't come back. I'm like, he's gone, rip.
No, I was. Yeah, I honestly, in the moment, I thought I was gonna die, but I'm not sure how close I actually was to alcohol poisoning. I have no idea.
I love when you get that drunk, but I also hate it. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah. Messenger did a calculation, and if his math is right, I was way over, but who knows? I have no fucking idea.
Wait, how tall are you? How tall did you say you were?
6'1". I was 197.
Yeah, Nakasuchi's about 6'5" and 200 and some pounds.
Yeah,
like that. In fact, and Messenger's he's my height. He's 5'9" and also 200 and something pounds.
I'm short and I'm heavy. I'm 5'6" and I'm 2, maybe 210, 215.
Yeah, I mean, if you work out the math, it was gonna work out the way it was gonna work out regardless.
Yeah.
So
it's all right. All you gotta do.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Bulk up, gain 40 pounds. I mean, that'll take 2 years, but gain 40 pounds. And then come back for round 2.
I know. I just got to beat him with math.
I also made the point that your liver probably isn't as used to as much alcohol intake as we have, because you said you only started when you were 17 and 18, right?
No, I was 19 actually.
Well, then, yeah. And I was thinking if I would have a drinking contest, I've been drinking since I was 12 years old, and I'm 27 now. There's no way you'd be able to stand with me.
I think so. Makes a lot more sense these days.
This one guy has had a really wild life. He brought me through the whole fucking story. So.
Oh yeah.
I can't confirm, but it sounds legit.
If there were no ninjas, it wasn't wild enough.
Oh, I was the ninja.
He told me that story. He ninja'd the fuck out of that computer. That was so fucking like, what the fuck happened there? Just okay, we won't talk about it. It's fine. I probably shouldn't anyway. I don't know if the statute of limitations is up on that one.
Man.
Don't know.
Don't know. Okay.
I don't know, I'm just kind of enjoying talking to different people. It's like,
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, I'm trying to bring other people into my fucking streams and shit. It's not just because I like to have a record of shit. It's because I want to have a bigger reach so that I can talk to as many people as possible.
I also would like to do that because I'd like to listen to what people have learned and what they think, number one. And number two, I want to spread my ego like a fucking virus that everyone has to see. So they can
I
see
know,
my
don't we all?
big brown ass.
My problem is in my real life, I feel like I'm surrounded by fucking NPCs who are just programmed to do whatever fucking job they're doing or be like a gaffer and hop between jobs. And it's like, what do you want to do with your life? And nobody has any fucking ambition. Nobody has any dreams, or if they did have dreams, they gave up so fucking hard on them so long ago that they just basically don't exist anymore. And they've got kids and a family, and basically they work so that their kids don't starve to death and their wife doesn't leave them, and that's about it.
Yeah,
and so I go looking for other. So I go online looking for other people because I'm like, there's got to be other people on this fucking planet who feel like I do, and sure enough, there are. But you gotta look so fucking hard for them. It's like
the day that happened, the day that happens to my life is the day I jump off a fucking bridge.
I know.
I like that idea. Yeah.
I've tried to kill myself a whole lot. I think me and this one guy talked about like a handful of my suicide attempts, and then every time it fails, I just want to kill myself more, and then I smoke weed and I feel better.
I pretty much through a combination of professional help and pretty much looking at the fact that I actually have shit that I want to do with my life, I've made it this far, and I don't plan on stopping. And then when I'm done with everything, then I can kill myself.
I told a story to this one guy in Zombie Vengeance about the one time that my fucking psychologist fired me. That was great. You guys remember that story? You want me to retell it because it's kind of funny.
I don't.
Go ahead. Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah.
I don't.
Go ahead and retell it.
Okay, I'll tell it again. Okay, so after I tried to kill myself with a homemade bath bomb, which is, I guess I got to tell that story too. That's kind of funny for context. So one time I tried to kill myself with a toaster in a bathtub, and the short version of that story is the cord was just a little bit too short, and as it was free falling into the bathtub, it came disconnected and nothing happened. And I was like, fuck, I can't even fucking kill myself. And then I smoked weed and I felt better. So my brother was like, you should go see a therapist. So I went and found a psychologist.
Or you should buy an extension cord. Sorry.
I know. I'll think about it next time. Thanks for the advice. I'll do it right.
Damn it, no!
I'll do it right this time. I promise.
Make sure you turn off the power. That's the key.
I'm sorry, Dad. Anyway, so I fucking I fucking went to go see a psychologist, and I was seeing him. And the first time I saw him, he's like, "Oh yeah, no, you're actually normal. Yeah, no, you're good. Don't worry about it." He's like, "So do you want to like come back and see me still, or what?" And it's like, I don't feel any better, and I feel like I'm kind of fucked up in the head. And I start telling him about my life and over months of just not getting anything back from this guy. One day I go in and I walk up to the door and I'm on time. I got alarms and shit. I got my calendar and everything. So I know I'm in the right place at the right time. And I go up to the door and I turn the doorknob and sure enough, it doesn't give. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So the building is adjoined to like a cancer grief center or something, like a child outreach fucking thing. So I go into their office. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for Dr. fucking Lipschitz or whatever. And he was like, Yeah, let me go see if I can find him. And I was like, find him? I'm like, what do you mean find him? Anyway, she disappears. She comes back and you're like, yeah, he left early today. He's on vacation. He's not going to be back for probably another couple of weeks. Do you want to leave like a message? And I took the card that said what time I was supposed to be there, and I wrote "Go fuck yourself" on it, and I gave it to her, and I'm like, make sure he gets that. And I left, and she's like, do you need me to make you another appointment? And I said, read the card as I was walking out. My fucking my psychiatrist fucking bailed on me, and he never gave me a phone call. Never like, are you all right? I was paying the fucking bastard. The least he could do is be like, hey, I don't feel like coming into work today.
So
Like,
you got it. What about Bob?
yeah, I know. I got fucking BTFO'd. I get yeeted so fucking hard. I've never been. That's never happened to me. Where my psychiatrist was like, yeah, I could probably skip this guy. How many suicide attempts? Yeah, he's never done it successfully. He's probably fine. No.
I don't know. I say the
Logan Paul.
I don't think there's any better fuel to not do it than to be like, nah, I got shit to do, and there's too many retards on this planet to even think that it's gonna get done if I don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
So you gotta just get there, do it, and then when you're like 60 to 70 years old and you finally fucking did it or failed, then you can finally drop a fucking toaster in the bathtub.
Right. I mean, that's about where I'm at right now.
I like that. Then you could drop
go
a
out like
fucking toaster. That was good.
Go out like a fucking champ.
Like, imagine it. Like, you just become like the most successful man. You fucking like cured cancer.
Oh, you know what?
You fucking caused world peace, and then they find your fucking burnt corpse in the bathtub.
You know what? Here's an even better idea. Go inside your head, imagine that you did all that already, and then kill yourself.
My imagination is strong, but it does not break my grip on reality.
I haven't reached Christian levels of imagination yet, so.
Oh, but speaking of Christian,
No.
I think that the planets are aligning with Christian because Detective Pikachu and the Sonic movie are coming out in the same year. And they're both Nintendo properties now.
If I don't,
Even though it's technically
if he
Sega.
if he doesn't get caught in masturbating in the film watching either of those movies, I'll be disappointed.
Oh, he will. Oh, he fucking
dude.
will. Dude, the
Fucking
fates have
Christian.
aligned.
You know, for me, I remember when I first heard of Christian, I was like, oh, I kind of feel bad because he's clearly he is clearly not high functioning. And then once he started assaulting people, I was like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Well, the thing is, it's like, in some sense, he is kind of high functioning because he could still, he could still drive a car. He could still, he still has the capacity to go to GameStop and buy himself shit, right? But
He probably shouldn't, though.
But
no,
he-
yeah.
I know just
besides
enough
that.
about Christian to not know enough about Christian.
Or doing things that put him in horrible positions.
No, yeah, but that's because and mostly that's due to the fact that his parents really never punished him or taught him how to actually operate in society.
I mean, if you think about it, we're all one bad parent away from a Christian Westland Chandler at least moment.
Yeah.
We're all one psychological break away from Christian Weston Chandler. Is that change my mind?
Change my mind. I hate those things. Yeah, God's real. Change my mind. It's I don't give a fuck what you think.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking Karl Marx was probably the Christian of his day. I could see it. He went and wrote a whole manifesto about how he should have things because no one let him have the nice things.
Fun fact.
And then he wrote a fanfic about how society should be run. It's basically Sonic Chew. That's what the Communist Manifesto is. It's Sonic Chew.
Fun fact: I have more subscribers on Pornhub from posting stolen content than I do on YouTube. I have 100 subscribers.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
That's terrible. But yeah, impressive.
Like what?
I have
what
more
kind of
stuff on-
stolen? Like the normal like.
I just fucking find porn on fucking websites where people post it for free, and I fucking
Okay,
download
wait. Here's a
and
real
That is
question.
funny as shit.
What meme sites do you guys go on?
meme sites.
Meme sites.
Yeah, like where do you get your memes from?
I
Do you
don't.
guys
I
memes or
make them.
I don't meme. I've stopped memeing because after the great meme crash of 2019, I'm done. It's over for
You're
me.
done? You're done with the memes?
Like,
Oh my god, I'm gonna post. Hold on, I'm gonna post one that I post on Facebook to our Discord.
February
normie
2019
trash.
was fucking terrible for memes. There was no good memes in 2019.
26. Like I told people back in 2016 when we had that great meme, I was like, "There's a crash coming, and it's gonna come fast." And 2019 came, and it just fucking, and it was over.
Fucking thanks EU.
Yep, and and now with the fucking Article 13 memes, it's gonna go even further down. We're done. It's over.
I mean, the best we got so far this year is Honkler. I think that's pretty good.
I don't even know because for me, I fucking after 2016, I clocked out, came back in 2018, and it just looked like the same recycled memes from 2016, and then 2019 happened, and there was just nothing good.
Well, 2020, I think we're gonna rebound because it's an election year.
Maybe.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, 2016 was an election year. Those memes were fucking.
Oh my god, they were fucking spicy.
Like those were just the greatest memes.
Just fucking spin an election.
Like,
do you guys remember a time? You guys might be too young, but do you guys remember a time before memes were memes, or no, on the internet?
Yes, I do. Fucking
Yeah.
2009 before.
Oh, I wanted to show
I'm
that
talking,
fucking.
I'm talking about like just straight up like around 2000, 2002.
Looks like a fucking iPod.
Back when there was no word for it, it was just weird shit.
Exactly. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I love that, man. That was my favorite time back then.
Our belong to us era.
I mean, look, that stuff has a special place in my heart, but 2016 memes are far superior.
Yeah. Well, I go on Funny Junk. That's why I've been going on it for like most of my goddamn life.
See,
I'm a goddamn junker.
Fucking boomer.
Man, meme elite.
Yeah, I'm a fucking boomer.
Memes have become so complex that there's such a thing as meme elitism.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
meme
real.
supremacy. My favorite meme is me. It's literally me. Do you see what I just posted?
No.
Get out there, get yourself a job, and earn some respect.
You need to get out there, get yourself a job, earn some respect.
See, for me,
and the
what
Joker.
you want a real challenge? Stop looking at memes for like 2 months and come back and see how well you integrate. Everything is just feels so foreign.
Oh yeah,
we have a guy in our Discord. We have a guy in our Discord who has liquid autism, and it feels that way every day. He fucking.
Oh no, yeah,
It's a
talking about the wall, right?
Yeah, the fucking wall, whatever he's going by this week. I'm serious. That's half the fucking meme too. Is he changes his name every fucking day?
That is true. This is a guy. Yeah, on our Discord, there's this guy who has like 1,000 fucking nicknames. He changes.
Cumbus is posting some fire memes.
Honestly, as each second passes, I get closer and closer to leaving this call and going to jerk off.
That's fine.
Okay.
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
That was my plan before you said you wanted to have a debate on the color blue, and then I was like, "Oh, that sounds like fun." Honestly, this has been pretty fun. This has been pretty fun. But at the same time, this porn does look pretty appetizing.
I know.
You're just checking out porn like while we're talking.
How do you not? I mean, it's like in this world, how do you not jerk off probably like 8 times a day? You know what I mean?
Simple.
Yeah.
I have a wife.
Simple. I spread that.
Oh, good for you.
Simple.
Saying, you know, we really don't need to when you have a significant other and a lovable, respectful relationship. It works wonders.
Okay, listen, this one guy, I understand your relationship with your wife, and it is vastly different than any other human being on this planet.
It is.
there's no.
Look, man.
It's not. Yeah.
Look, man. And you know, cuddles are nice and all, but sometimes you just gotta. It doesn't matter.
Gotta self-love, like in the shower. You just look at it one day, and it's just like, hello, I've missed you.
What are you, gay?
I guess so. I don't know.
You fucking
I'm
gay.
just saying I don't really look at my dick all that much except
And
in the
everything's
shower.
full circle. Time to
Pretty
drink
fucking
barbecue sauce.
Oh damn. Oh, what the fuck?
Uh,
He's drinking straight
Alright.
barbecue sauce. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, and it's sweet and spicy.
this
Oh hell yeah.
this stream just got really weird.
We've entered another dimension there. We had a crossover.
Oh yeah, my esophagus is.
This is the weird. This is the weird Filthy Frank crossover of the Will Kincaid show.
Why'd you have to mention him now? Now you've reminded me again of 2016 memes.
Dude,
Have you seen Filthy
You guys
Frank
do any
too?
impressions?
No, I was told Filthy Frank. Somebody said Filthy Frank was back, and I was like, "What?" He said, "Look up Filthy Frank too." And I saw that person's face, and I went, "This is not, no, I don't this."
speaking of Filthy Frank, dude, Joji went to my school.
Did he
like-
have autism then too?
Huh?
Did he have autism then too?
No. I mean, like he came here to perform for like music and shit.
Okay, so he did have autism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need a new Filthy Frank. We need a new Filthy Frank who actually wants to do the Filthy Frank thing.
No,
Yeah.
That's what
I
we
think we
I don't
need
know
a,
I like Filthy Frank, but I hate it as well because it's just so stupid.
yeah, that's the point. But here's the thing. I say we need a new Filthy Frank, but not someone going, "Hey guys, look, I'm the new Filthy Frank." We need a guy who's his own thing, but is essentially filling the void that Papa Frankie left.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, I had
Like,
some
oh my
ideas,
God.
and
It's a love-hate relationship with me and Frank.
Yeah,
know if it's even
it was the same thing with
possible
me. Sometimes I would look and be like, "Why am I watching this fucking troglodyte?" And other times I'd be like,
Exactly. It's the same thing. It's like you love some of the stuff you do, but then the other stuff is like, what the hell is wrong with your freaking mind? What abuse did you go through?
"Oh no!" For me, I knew exactly what was going through his mind because me and my friends would fucking make the same kind of fucking stupid, retarded humor. But I would be like, "Why am I sitting here watching this fucking video right now?"
Human cake.
Oh god, no, that
oh no,
Hell
yeah.
no that right there. iDubbbz was another fucking icon of 2016 memes. What are you fucking?
Hell yeah.
he's fucking
Yeah.
gone. He's gone. He's doing some squirrel shit now. I don't.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
he
that
did.
was fun as like a curiosity, like a weird like little
Still
offshoot
doing
thing.
squirrel things?
I didn't think. Yeah, it's his whole fucking everything now. Like twice a month
I don't.
or more.
You gotta. I know. I'm looking this up. You gotta be full of shit.
No, he's not.
No, I'm
It
serious.
really is just
Yeah,
that.
there's no fucking way.
It is really.
All right, let's check iDubbbz TV, and I'm checking iDubbbz TV too.
What's happening? Because I'm out of the loop with iDubbbz.
I haven't. Last
Max-
time I watched iDubbbz was the Rice Gum fucking content cop, which was fucking, and then I just kind of got bored.
Well, because that was the last thing
Yeah.
he made before.
The last thing
squirrel shit happened.
the last video he posted that I remember was he posted that first squirrel video, and I was like, yeah, I'm not interested. Let's see.
What's the scroll video? That's what
I
I
have
need to
a-
know.
Okay, so we got.
Hold on, I'll talk about that. Give me a minute here. I want to just say something.
Oh wait, no.
iDubbbz
The last video I
said-
watched of his was the fucking laser trackpad fucking mouse. That was it.
Oh yeah, that was all right.
All
But no, here's what I think iDubbbz is doing is he's trying to tank his own channel so that they can lay down a fire content cop because he sort of teased that, or else he is a double agent against himself, and he's literally just going to do the squirrel thing. That's the whole plan.
Well, it seems to me. Oh damn. Okay, so it's iDubbbz too, where he's posting all these fucking squirrel videos.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, on his main channel, it was just the same unboxing crap and all that shit that he normally did. Maybe I'll watch that later.
Yeah, I mean it's over. Max Mofo is gone. He's basically Max Mofo Pokemon now. There's nothing else.
Oh,
That's it.
Yeah,
The main channels are dead.
the 2016 memes are fucking dying. They've died.
But you know what's great? anything for views. Got kicked off of Twitch, so he doesn't Twitch stream now, but he has his own like podcast where he gets real guests to fly out to fucking Australia, and it's like a realistic kind of studio. He's doing basically Steven Crowder, but it's autistic or more autistic.
So Jordan,
He's doing louder with. Yeah.
Man, that makes me sad because they were so fundamental in fucking modern meme culture, and now they're fucking gone.
I want to find people who live in my area who jive well with me and just fucking do that. But I'm having a hard time finding people who are willing to like go that far. That aren't legitimately fucking lunatics who might kill me in the middle of filming something.
Fool, you need genuine lunatics. And just keep
I know, that's what I was about to say. I was thinking like, oh fuck, I think maybe I need that. I think maybe I need somebody.
I mean, think about it. Filthy Frank, this man, this fucking guys, what did they have? Like a fucking, they literally had fucking animals like fucking on a table, like fighting to the death in front of them, and fucking sitting there pretending like they're having a good time. Like there's something wrong with these people, and that's what you need,
right?
Like anything for views, like fucking no. Like, did you ever see the video where they were like the making of the fucking video where they were doing Twister, like fucking what's the name?
Self-harm stuff where they were like really hurting each other for stuff.
Yeah, how to basic.
No.
Fucking television.
How to basic, yeah.
Like that. There's something wrong with those people. Like, and iDubbbz, like, and you could tell iDubbbz isn't like he's the straight man because he looked at him like, you could have fucking killed me. What the fuck?
Oh, that was I think that was the second Deadly Twister. That wasn't behind the scene.
Well, oh, so that okay, yeah, that like, you could see in his eyes. He was like, yeah, you almost
because he fucking threw like a plate at what's his name fucking head, and he's like, ow, it hurts. And then iDubbbz was like, you could have killed us, man.
I do love that moment where he's fucking shocking. He's like, the fuck is wrong with you? You faggot. He's like, I'll kill. No, he's like, I'll kill you. And he zaps him. He's like, faggot. Oh, that fucking.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I don't monetize my videos.
I fucking love
fucking yellow.
Enjoyed iDubbbz, man. I
Yeah.
think he was probably my favorite because he could actually come out of character and still entertain me and make good points.
Yeah, it's
You know
true.
what I
could,
do?
yeah.
You know what I do with my channel is I basically rip off other people and just do I just rip off a whole like everybody. I just rip off everybody and just do that.
Here's the thing about ripping people off, and this is, I mean, the context of this was for artists, but it's like all artists steal, but a good artist knows how to steal and make it their own.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what that's kind of like what I'm trying to do. Is my thing is I steal, but I steal from everybody, and I basically like it's like soft parodies. Like a whole video might not be a parody. There might just be a bit in there where it's a fucking parody. Like, okay, for example, you need to get out there, get yourself a job, earn some respect. That's not me. I ripped that off from another YouTuber. But that video is long fucking gone now. I think I have the only surviving copy of that video. It's Martin Pitloam. It's a character that Theremin Trees does, and nobody knows who Theremin Trees is, but you should definitely go look him up. I just ripped the whole fucking speech off, basically.
Pornhub shop?
What?
Hold on.
Do you just have Pornhub open like perpetually, just all the time? Just in case you need an emergency fab.
Stream, I was gonna go jerk off, but then you said you wanted to have.
I know you're gonna fucking. If you want to go.
I literally had that
background
noise while I started looking up porn because I was getting ready.
You were watching Nakasuchi stream while you were like at half mast. That's really comforting.
No, I was laying up. No, I just woke up. I was like, all right, it's porn time. And then I saw the fucking notification. I was like, yeah, let's see whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, that's excusable. I know that feel. You wake up, everything's like, it's like, for some reason, all of your fuck hormones are like concentrated right near your ball sack, and you just feel like you gotta.
Apparently, when you sleep at night, if you get a full 8 hours, you get like 8 erections throughout the night. One every hour.
Hell yeah.
You would know that.
I don't think that's how it works because I saw the iDubbbz fucking REM sleep penis machine. So do you remember that one? It's like a thing that you tie to your smartphone and it's tied to your headphones. And when you get a boner, when you go into REM, it fucking goes, "You are dreaming." It's the lucid dreaming thing.
Oh.
Do you remember? It's
I
the
don't know.
cock
I don't,
ring
but-
that it's the cock ring that helps you lucid dream by beaming things into your headphones.
Hold on. I don't
So
even,
I think
no
that
idea.
I think that this one guy is full of shit because iDubbbz told me that you only get that once when you go into REM. So suck my
Possibly.
fucking.
Like I
This
said,
guy is
it's
full
just,
of
I've heard
shit
it off. I
because
can't
of
confirm it as fact.
iDubbbz.
I know.
Everybody knows Ido.
This one guy.
of knowledge.
This one.
Okay.
Oh, who was on Nakasuchi's stream? Who was like, I don't know. Every answer was like, I don't know. I don't know enough about that.
Person, I guess.
I'm not an expert.
Beep, boop.
Oh yeah, could it be everyone?
And you
Like
know
every
anyone-
time somebody
anyone
gets
saw
into a
it.
stream. Yeah. It's like I don't know anything about anything. So and then it's like, well, we should have ended the conversation like yesterday then. Nobody knows anything, we're all just confused. So it's like stop debating. Stop framing things as a debate. That's probably another good thing.
Yeah, I do find it interesting that there's this. I think there's kind of a sweet spot where it needs to be understood in conversation that you are aware that you clearly don't know everything, but at the same time, there's a point at which you just need to focus on working with what you do know for the sake of conversation.
There's a reason that debates have a formal format and a degree of etiquette involved. It's because a debate is set up intentionally so that there's a winner or a loser, and if you don't make that clear, then it's kind of pointless. So basically, both parties walk away saying that they won. Like Christopher Hitchens versus I forget what the fuck the guy's name was, but he's some rabbi. What the fuck? It was Q something. I forget. But he went on several of these, right? And they have the audience go, okay, they set up the proposition. They say vote for or against the proposition before the debate started. And then they take the difference in votes for changed. Like for example, God is a force for good in the world would be the proposition, and then everyone would vote. And then if they voted against the proposition more than like than they had previously voted, then the person who was for the proposition after would win the debate. So like it's like let's say it's like 300 and 400. So 300 for and 400 against. And then it flipped. Yeah. So there needs to be like if you don't have a voting and polling system in place for a formal debate, and if you don't have a formal debate at all, you're not really getting much done because both people can walk away saying that they won, even if that's not the case. And there's no real measure of who made the better argument. And
Yeah, it'd be
I
cool
guess
if Modern
democracy-
Day did something like that. Well, had a little poll before and after.
I don't know why they don't. Maybe they're afraid of backlash or something.
But they just
Or
don't know
like-
how.
Or like if the other person loses, they'll never come on again because because of their pride or whatever. Could be. I have no idea.
True, yeah.
It's entirely possible.
I don't know. I just don't know if debates are really useful at all. I mean, it's
They're
probably
dog shit.
it's never going. It's probably not never, but it's going to be. It would be a rare thing to have conversations where you have two people who disagree and actually make and discuss it, and not in an antagonistic sense, just trying to put points forward to actually have a conversation and.
Yeah.
Assume, and for the sake of what I'm trying to explain, they're both honest, and assuming they're not both wrong, the one that is wrong will actually change their mind. That would actually be a more effective means of actually getting information to people than debates where both people are stern in what they are going to believe and they're going to walk out the same way they walked in.
Right. It's sort of that way all over the fucking place. And people walk into debates without knowing what they're walking into. They don't even know they're debating sometimes. Where it's framed as a conversation, and then later on it turns out they were debating the whole time. It's like that happens a lot too, especially on YouTube. So I don't fucking know, man. It's really fucking irritating. I do like this particular format though. I've been doing a lot of these. I was on Suit Yourself. Suit Yourself even has a theme song for me. I've been on a couple of furry streamers channels. I think I've been on Direwolf once. I just sort of hop around.
It's bad that the memes have made, like you said, furry, and I cringed because like my memester training is like furries, but in reality, I really don't care.
Yeah, I know. I've lived among them now. At this point, I've absorbed their culture. I understand why they do what they do. I'm trying to get that video from fucking Brett Keane because I was talking to one of Dragnut's boys, Brucifer, and we were talking about furries because he'd never heard of furries before, and I was like, "What? You've never heard of furries?" And I just told him everything there is to know about furries. And it was fucking fire. And his reactions were fucking fire. And that video is just gone because Brett Keane won't give me the fucking link or doesn't have it or he deleted it or something. So I offered him money for it. That's how good it was.
All I know is I will never understand people who are into fucking anthroplanes. I don't understand.
Oh,
we should get Wall in here. Where's the Wall? We need the Wall right fucking now.
Wait, why?
Are you about to tell me that his liquid autism is more powerful than you previously described?
Yes. Because
we didn't even touch the surface of the shit that he exudes.
No, because he's actually crashed Brett's streams a couple of times. Not crashed physically, but he like a wedding crasher would crash. Yeah, over and over again, changing his name, and then Brett would. Yeah. I'm not sure if he pretended to not know that it was EMC, but he was just, EMC's got the video up on his channel. I wish I could find it. Well, facts are basically the N-word, and he says it. Like, I can't fucking say it because people will be like, you're fucking racist. They'll figure out where I work and I'll lose my job. So you just fill in the blanks.
Oh fuck, what was that? He's like, how do you define like truth or something? Because it was Mr. Batman, and he was like, how do you define
it was Mr.
truth?
Batman.
And then and EMC was like, well, yeah, basically N-word. Yeah. And he just blurts it out like really loud. I think that video's still up on Brett Keane's channel. It's just like buried under the 7 hours.
No, it doesn't matter because EMC has it on his channel.
Oh yeah, because I recorded that part. And
oh my god, what's his channel name? I'll link it. I'll link it right fucking now.
EMC?
And somebody can pull it up.
Like EMC with like 4 numbers.
Yeah, I forget what the fuck it is though. Let me go down my YouTube subscriptions and see if I can find him. Because that is really fucking hilarious. I'm not going to say it, but I think I can play it through my speakers so you guys can hear it.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
That would be fun.
EMC, what the fuck is his name? Flex Seal. Oh yeah, I subscribe.
Hey, am I too loud right now? Am I too loud?
Yes, fucking turn it down.
You've got a lot of
you fucking mongoloid
noise.
Some kind of fucking troglodyte.
Yeah, you really want to call me? You really want to confuse somebody? Just like use like playground insults, like you fucking butthead piece of shit.
Yeah. I'll do that sometimes.
You're I was so thinking you were going to say the N-word. It's perfect.
You're a fucking meanie. You know that, you butthead?
You're a fucking. You're a
butthead
fucking poopy head.
You're a meanie.
Oh yeah, EMC 2103. Oh no, did he delete all of his videos? Oh no, they're still here. Okay, I got scared.
You're a Gaylord meanie.
You're a heckin' flipper.
Heckin' Clifford.
What the heck?
Oh no,
Dude.
half of his fucking videos are gone, dude.
I still might have the video on my Google Drive. I can check that out for a sec.
Oh man, I wish you'd find it. Dude, that was an epic gamer moment if I ever seen one.
Epic gamer moment.
Oh,
Facts are basically.
Let's see. I should still
Fucking-
have it. I never deleted it off my drive.
Yeah, find it. Find it. I want it.
it's pretty funny. Everybody else is out here using Google Drives to store lost videos, to archive that shit. Me, got like 3 different sock accounts just to store porn on Google Drive.
I just typed in the words EMC and N-word and I can't find it anywhere.
Well, I technically have 2 other sock accounts.
There's
and
some guy named EMC, and he's got an album called EMC Smoking an N-word. Please don't fire me. Why can't I fucking? God damn it! I just want to say the N-word. I can't even say it to tell you what another person said. That's fucking ridiculous.
It's okay.
Oh my god, did you send it to me? Did you fucking send it to me?
That's what it is.
Oh my fucking god, I'm so hard right now. I gotta watch this.
Damn it. Ah. There we go. Ah.
Trying to prepare the right porn, huh?
The right porn? There's no such thing. There's just different kinds of porn that'll give you a nice time.
On
That's
that we
loading
can
up,
agree.
right?
It was a test.
That was a test.
I guess I passed.
You did pass with flying
Hell yeah.
colors. Welcome to the
Fucking
society.
Balloon.
Do I get a-
come?
Do I get a T-shirt that says I'm in the society and a nice little shitty pen?
Yeah, we'll mail it to you.
Fuck.
We'll mail it to you.
EMC is r/okay buddy retard. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna play the audio from this. Give me
Oh
a
yeah,
minute.
he does follow that.
Here we go. I'm gonna play it. Everybody shut up. All right, there we go. Come on.
Come on, Gord.
Come on, Gord. And I keep asking myself, come on, Gord. We can't hear it.
Oh my! You can't
Yeah.
talk. I know you can't hear it because it's fucking loading. Because Google fucking Drive is a piece of shit.
I keep asking myself, come on, Gord.
You know, my beautiful wife made me this chili.
No cheese.
No cheese.
No cheese. I watched.
God, I'm gonna get so much trouble with Brett right now. I'm just fucking gonna fuck my whole life.
You know, the amazing atheist and the drunken peasants and Ben that Rey Mysterio looking asshole and Paul's ego and his loser brother who lives in his shadow just keep attacking my family.
Yeah. You know
Are we gonna
that.
do all these things tonight? Are we just doing all of them? The fucking greatest hits, just dusting that old fucking.
Yeah.
Those were the best times, man.
Dude, I watched. You know those that channel that has the Brett King compilations where each
Brett,
part is 10 hours.
Yes.
Brett the individual king.
I put one of those on to put myself to sleep one time, and I woke up and it was still on. And I just got to fucking giggle.
Yeah,
you wake up.
You literally can fall you can literally sleep through an entire video and it would still not be finished.
Just 8 hours later, you just hear Brett King,
And
just
there's
on the other
7 of them.
And what's funny is I only watched the part of the first one because I think I got like 3 hours in, and then I fucking fell asleep and woke up, and there was still plenty of time left. And I just remember every moment that played in that video that I heard was something I'd already watched when I went fucking back when I used to watch the Drunken
All
Peasants.
right, here we go. It's loaded up now. Everybody be quiet, or all you're gonna hear is that goes. Give me 1 second. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There we go.
Come on, Gord.
So the Drunken Peasants want me to come on the show to gum a cheeseburger. And I will do it unless they give me at least 2,000, and they're only offering 1,000.
Remember the one time where Ryby was trying to explain to Brett how like autism could cause people to say things that Brett thinks is retarded?
Whatever happened to Ribeye Jenkins?
Ribeye Jenkins.
She shaved her head and deleted her channel. Actually, if you want to know more about Ryby fucking Jenkins and what happened to her, basically what you fucking do is go to my goddamn channel and look at the fucking videos, because she only ever did one video response to anybody who criticized her, and it was to me. And then I offered her a counter response after she responded, and then after that she disappeared. So I think I killed Ryby. I roasted her pretty good.
I don't even know.
She claims to have agoraphobia.
See, for me, I only knew of fucking Ribeye from the chat, just her existing in there, and fucking the memes of making fun of Ryby, but I didn't know anything about her past that. And then just one day she was just fucking gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
She was a cam girl. She was a cam girl for like softcore and shit. Like
I wasn't
like
sure
foot porn. Like no, that's real. People actually paid money. She did like weird ASMR whispering to people, pretending to be somebody's mom or something and changing his diaper and shit. It was like weird fucked up shit, dude.
You're garbage, Ryby.
That's you're fucking garbage. You're out of here. You're fired. You'll never work in this town again. You hear me?
You're garbage, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be loved.
I forgot that was in the opening.
When they added that to the opening, it was just fucking better.
You're nothing.
When
TJ. You're garbage.
Let's be
You're
real.
garbage, TJ.
Let's be real. Drunken Peasants was garbage until Paul's ego was introduced. That was when the show just became.
Yeah, it was a whole different thing. I mean, I talked to TJ about the situation a number of times, and it seems like they really got their shit together, and then Ben was fucking another man's wife and ended up deleting a stream because of that in a roundabout sort of way. And that was the last straw, because they had some other problems, I guess, off screen chemistry or something. And then
like, I don't know, when for me, like Deep Fat Fried, it's great, because the thing is with Paul is that him and TJ have a perfect fucking thing going. We're fucking, because Paul is fucking. First off, Paul is fucking. He's just fucking more funny than everybody. He was more funny than everybody else in the Drunken Peasants. He was a fucking gem.
We have the same birthday. He was born on April Fool's Day too.
Like, first off, he was funnier than everybody else. Second, the way him and TJ had chemistry was fucking great. And third, he was come up with fucking creative ass shit that no one else would think of. And now on Deep Fat Fried, they've removed Ben, which, and Scotty's gotten better. So now they just have a show that is better than what they had before.
Yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways, yeah. I mean, I wish they would have people on sometimes, but but that's not the format.
They have that German guy who made all those shitty video game movies on once. What was his name?
U-Ball.
Yeah,
or Uwe. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yep, U-Ball.
It's EWE, but I think the W is a German W, so it's pronounced as a V.
Yeah, but the guy who kicks the shit out of critics in the ring, which confuses the shit out of me because you know he made all those movies for the sake of fuck. He was like, I want money. Give me these shitty movies.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
So what is like?
If you could crank them out, crank them out.
Like, fine, fair enough. But do you have to like? You want to kick like? Do you really have to kick the shit out of critics? Like, what? Do you like? Is your ego actually hurt by something that it really shouldn't? Because I mean, you're making this is clearly how you're making money. It can clearly be seen, and your movies are garbage. That's just it.
Yeah.
And kicking the shit out of somebody doesn't suddenly make them wrong. It just makes you an asshole.
No.
That'd be like if Hitchens like went into a debate and he was right and the other person kicked the shit out of him by fucking in the parking lot. Congratulations. Now you're wrong and you're a dickhead.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
Uwe.
Hell yeah.
Are you saying that he literally beat the shit out of?
Yeah, he actually had these people. They had a fucking sanctioned bout, and he fucking kicked the shit out of them because he's actually fucking trained in martial arts, and he's done it several times. They even referenced it in Deep Fat Fried, but I knew about that for a while because Uwe Ball is well known for being that dickhead. He made fucking Blood Rain and fucking other shitty fucking video game movies that made everyone sad.
I can't. The video you sent me, by the way, has no audio.
Oof. Heck.
TJ, are you with us?
TJ, are you with me?
Gary!
Gary.
Yeah, the video you sent me has no.
Gary.
Do you remember the one time, Will, when we were memeing about Gary, and then Dawkins was like, "Oh, they're doxing me."
Hey, yeah. I didn't know his fucking name was Gary.
Yeah,
Apparently, it's Gary.
He doxed himself. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, no. I've got a buddy named Gary now. I hang out with. I don't know if you've seen the Elder Scrolls Online streams that I did, Factory Rejects. But like, he came over today, and we were trying to do the Gary meme, and it kind of doesn't work when he's sitting right next to me. Like, we were doing that. Like, he was running around, and fucking, I was like, Gary, where are you, Gary? And it was like,
Gary,
Gary,
where are you?
Gary.
Gary.
Then I was doing like Gary. What? Gary. Gary. And then
Gary,
like screaming that, and then everybody who's listening to voice chat, the overworld is running around looking for Gary, and they're all talking at the same time. It was fucking great. I think that was episode like 3 or 4. It was just absolute fucking. I had like a whole team of people who are like Team Gary or some fucking horse shit. That game is fucking stupid. It's really awful. But
Jesus, man.
Hell yeah. I need fucking protein. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna grab a burger.
Protein.
Oh, protein. I can't roll my R's. I'm not brown enough.
Protein.
I think this one guy died.
Yeah, he's been here the entire time.
No, I'm not dying. I'm just still at work. I'm at work, so it's loud.
You're at work?
Yeah, I work graveyard.
Oh.
So is Kirby deep throwing a watermelon, or is that just a dick painted like a watermelon?
That is Kirby deep throating a watermelon. From what I understand of the image, yeah, that is what that is.
Yeah, just I just imagine that that image with just the sound.
Good sound effect.
Crunch.
No cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Dude, I was watching this. Me and my roommate were watching this fucking nature documentary, and it gets to like the river biomes because it's like sectioned off by biome or whatever, or like biome type. And we get to the rivers, and a fucking manatee appears, and I lose my shit because it's a little
Wait,
like
what are we talking about?
we were making like retarded like pig noises, and then I mentioned how I was watching this documentary. It was like a nature documentary or whatever, and there was one episode where it had a manatee, and it was literally like it was eating seagrass, and I was like, mom, 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 mac and cheese.
Dorn. This is some good mac and cheese.
Brett needs to fucking let me back on his streams, dude.
I think he just needs to embrace everything at this point and just have a fucking laugh. The guy's fucking depressed. Just fucking don't. Just stop. Stop with the seriousness of the whole fucking thing. Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
that's what I actually brought that up to him. I'm like, dude, like I actually asked him because I confronted him. You know that one time where I went like covert operations and then you ruined the operation?
Yeah, he came in with a different name.
Yeah,
I was trying to pull it
I
off.
came in as David Turner.
And then on my way out, I was like, "All right,
See you later,
yo."
you sapien. And he's like, "Is that true?" I'm like, "Yeah, the gig is up." And then I was like, "Brett, do you like not understand what a meme is? Because that's like, I mean, it's such an inoffensive thing that I did."
He's like, how would you feel if people kept? I'd be like, yeah, upset the first time. You know what I mean?
Like if it happened like constantly, I would just get over it.
Right.
Because they're like, I mean, I could kind of understand it to some extent because there is like a joke within my family that there was like something I said a long ass time ago, and it's like it was really weird, but not like it was really weird but funny, and so we'll like mention it from time to time again. And at first I was like, God, just shut up. But then now I was like, now I'm like, oh whatever, I'll embrace the fucking meme because it's whatever.
All right, the time has come because now I want to jerk off and I have to take a piss. So now I have an excuse to go.
All right.
Okay.
Take care now. Bye bye then.
Good one, everybody. And always
You
forget.
too.
Never forget the cheese.
Don't forget the cheese and the chili.
But if not, you can always give Dorn that 2 peas and a biscuit.
Or a new modest dress situation.
I'm gonna have to deal with this in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to deal with the repercussions of what I've done. All right. Have fun beating off.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great time.
I have a good feeling that I'm gonna get flagged for hate speech in about a minute.
Really? Why?
Well, we just did mac and cheese, and he said the N word, so.
Oh, well, maybe the N-word thing, but mac and cheese, that's not hate speech. That's just
No,
that's
but
transformative.
add those two things up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
probably. Bye, channel. It was nice while I still had you. I have another channel that's fully capable of being monetized. It's already up and ready to go. So, I mean,
That's good.
worst case scenario, if I get BTFO'd, you guys are all on my Discord, so I can just send you out a fucking link and be like, "Yep, this one got nuked." So I'm gonna appeal it, but in the meantime, I've got this, and all the other stuff that I've done is still on BitChute.
That's a good backup plan.
Yep, I don't worry about it. I used to, but the only thing I'm worried about now is someone's gonna figure out what my real name is, and they're gonna fucking call my work or some shit and be like, "You said the N word," and be like, "Oh, you're fired." And then I won't be able to work anywhere because everyone will know that I said the N word.
It'd be cool if your work was just like, wow, we do too, and then just hung up.
That's never gonna happen. I mean, it is true. The place that I work now, they're just like, yeah, because there's no black people there, and the whole factory's segregated from women and men. Like, they don't even work on the same side of the factory as us. And when we hire people, we don't tell them where they're going to be working, but then they get shipped off to like their separate sections. Like, it's really fucked up because all the people who aren't white, essentially, with the exception of people who don't appear white, they all work in like maintenance or like all the shitty jobs. And then all the women work in sewing. And then all the white guys get like the assembly positions and stuff. And they all work in management stuff. But the higher level management are all women, all the way up to the CEO.
Oh, that's weird.
And it's just rampant nepotism. Like, basically, to get ahead in this job, I'm gonna have to fuck all 3 of the CEO's daughters because they all work there. I don't think my wife would appreciate that, but I might just have to sit down and have a conversation with her and be like, honey, listen, I love you, but
Good for the clan.
I'm gonna put this dick to
You do
work
have
and
the
I'm gonna
talk.
get ahead. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys that have fucked these women have corporate cards that they're not even supposed to have, company cards. Like credit
That's
cards.
fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yep.
But also very awesome and privileged.
Right. I mean, a lot of the people who are in high positions are married into the family and stuff. And I think the CEO is on her like 3rd or 4th husband. And yeah, everyone quits. Like, they hire 7 people every week and 7 people quit, sometimes 8.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's a terrible job for terrible people. So I'm just going to do my time and wait for them to fire me. That's the plan.
Don't even work at all. Just get paid to sit there. And watch them like, you've been doing so well. Taking such
Right.
initiative.
I know. There's a guy named, I won't actually say his name. I'll just say his name is Stan. And
I'm going with Terry.
Stan is friends with one of the daughters of the CEO. And it's like since childhood. So he's been fired 3 or 4 times, and now he has a high level position in the company. He basically doesn't have to do anything. His formal position is oral support, and I said to him one day, Stan, what's your position in this company? Like, what's your title? And he's like, oral support. And I was like, well, why don't you come over here and suck my fucking dick then? He didn't. I think he thought I was joking. I mean, I was sort of halfway. I mean, I didn't want him to literally suck my dick. I wanted him to metaphorically suck my dick. As in go fuck off.
Suck my dick. Amazing atheist. I don't know.
Oh my God, Brett Keene's got a new intro, right? And he'll say a word and then play the music. And one day he went,
oh, yeah.
yeah. And one day he went, situation, and then it just went, da 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 da.
Yeah. He'll just, yeah, I don't,
So-
that's fucking
so-
stupid, though, because it's like, he's embracing the meme, but he's not. Like,
It was
he'll get
great.
pissed
It
off
was-
when
Maybe
somebody
he's
else
the
does
master
it.
meme mime and he's doing it just to mess with everybody. Because he knows.
I don't think
I don't know,
he's
man.
that
I give him
great.
more credit through the doubt because he's a brilliant man.
Listen, if Brett Keane just did that, he just like situation, da 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 da, and then he went in and he just started yelling about everything. He's pissed off, and then he told his whole audience to fuck off and ended the video. Dude, I'd make 3 more accounts and subscribe to him. Honestly, just to give him the incentive. Like, I'd send him money, a lot of money, if he just did that. And I feel like Brett would feel a lot better and less depressed if he just went in and just like, fuck this and fuck you and fuck all these fucking fuckers. and that Rey Mysterio looking asshole, and just fucking went off just like that. He was like, I live in a fucking whatever kind of house he lives in, like a town style or whatever. Just get into specific details and just be like, oh, I don't need this fucking shit. Fuck you. Missouri can suck my ass, and fuck Eo Sapien, man. He's a cunt. And just do that.
Eo Sapien, man, is a fucking asshole. He posted a video on his YouTube channel saying that I was a cunt. I'm a rapist and everything, and it's just unacceptable. So I DMCA'd that asshole.
Yeah, doing that. First of all, the other thing I wanted to point out is with Raging Atheist DMCAing Matt Powell and the Raging Atheist not liking Brett Keane, he did exactly the same thing Brett Keane has done to countless other people. And he did that to Matt Powell, and that was one of the things that he criticized Brett Keane for doing. So now it kind of makes him seem like a dipshit, in my opinion. But whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I hang out with Brett Keane, so it's not like my opinion of the Raging Atheist is somehow lessened by his what I would consider shitty behavior on the internet. But whatever.
Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think.
Look, if Brett.
Well, you guys know Brett, like, after all this stuff, I'm only known him as a Christian, so I like I said, I don't hold any together. I don't know whatever happened when you guys make your meme jokes. Like, it's new to me. It's like I have no idea what you're talking about. So it's like whatever he was what he was, you know. I mean, I'm cool with him completely now. So it's like weird because I see people hate and I see the love too. So it's really odd.
When I meme on Brett, it's really not hate.
Yeah, it's not. Well, I mean, on my part,
like,
it is kind of hate because he's a piece of shit. I
well,
mean, he treated me terribly. So
in internet history, in internet days and hours, it's nothing. The cycle's already over by the time people have noticed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like like internet wise, I don't like. It's not really hate, but like just it's just
in the moment, maybe. But like if I meme on Brett at any point, like sometimes they'll say moving on.
Yeah.
Like it's
moving on.
All it is just like it's just like a subtle like sort of tip of the hat moment.
I feel you. I like to doing the same thing. Like I do that a lot. Like I watch a lot of Kent Hovind's videos, and I just because he's entertaining. I like the stuff he says. I find him funny. Like when he says "water," that's my favorite thing. I love it when he says "water."
Water can cover the earth.
Water.
Oh yeah, you know what else is great? I think it's Kent Hovind. Why?
That's not Kent Hovind. That's somebody else.
I can't fucking remember who it is.
I don't remember his name, but I think it was the same guy who was like, "Pokemon is the world of the demonic."
Oh yeah.
I say that to my kids too. I say that to my kids. My Pokemon aren't even real, little guys. They're not real.
Why?
Now, why would you do a thing like that to a small child?
I want them to know the difference between fantasy and reality.
Well, you might want to drop the
mean.
religion horse shit then.
That's just mean situation.
I know. See, listen, you insulted Pokemon. That's the thing I like, so I insulted the.
Yeah, that's the thing I fucking like too.
Fine, I still like Pokemon too. I just don't want them growing up and getting corrupted by it, like being stuck into watching it and thinking, hey, because they're impressionable at this age, and I don't want them to get the wrong impression with it.
Making children seem more retarded than they actually are.
That's what I was gonna say. I think you think your kids are actually fucking retarded.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Credit. When I was playing Pokemon when I was like 5 years old, I had no illusion that Pokemon was real in any fucking way, shape, or form.
Yeah, me either.
People like kids
my son is autistic in that sense. Like he doesn't necessarily understand
autistic.
that.
Yeah, me too.
I have Asperger's.
He's terrible at it.
I got papers, bitch.
We all are. But you know what?
The guy who made Pokemon has Asperger's.
Yeah. Like,
did you know that Satoshi Tajiri? He's diagnosed. He's autistic. I mean, you'd have to be to come up with fucking Pokemon.
Pokemon.
It's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not bashing Pokemon. I just don't want them to think because they're like I don't know how
I
to
think
give a good
you're.
example.
I don't.
But
They
they
said
like
the same thing. They said the same thing in the 90s. And
it's something about like in the sense that like they're actually looking for Pokemon now and out there in the real world. I'm like they're not real. You can't go get like my daughter loves Fennekin. Like I don't even know who Fennekin is. I just know it's a little fox guy. She loves Fennekin, and you know it's like well I want to go find one. Let's go find Fennekin. I'm like no, Fennekin's not real. So I'm not doing it like in the mean sense. I'm just trying to. I don't want to shatter their reality more. So I'm telling them. Like the same thing I told my son with the Tooth Fairy. Like I told him the Tooth Fairy isn't one because he lost his first tooth to me recently. And then we still went through the tradition. I'm like, no, I beat up the Tooth Fairy. I caught her and
let this be a learning experience for you, okay? So here's what you do, and this is what I did.
Oh, yeah.
No. Here's what I did as a kid, sort of autodidactically, okay? I wanted to know if there were things like Pokemon in the real world. I never had the delusion that these little creatures and Pokeballs and battles and all that horseshit. No, but I thought maybe there's an animal that looks like this thing. So I went and looked for it, and I found some stuff. So here's the thing. That Fennekin is based on a real animal that looks and sounds similar to an actual animal in real life. It's called a fennec fox. Show your daughter that. Be like, no, it's not real, but it's based on this real thing. And look at this really cool animal that actually exists.
That's the next standing point that we were actually going to do. Like we're going to go to the zoo tomorrow and actually go around and do that and go look at all the animals and say, see, well, this one looks like that. So it's funny that you say that because that's actually what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's our little plan.
What you do.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's the only thing, you know, because my son, he loves, like I said, he loves Sonic the Hedgehog. He's really into Sonic and he loves hedgehogs. Right. He has like probably about 60 stuffed animal hedgehogs right now, you know, because that's his thing, is hedgehogs. So
the only people
like
who
he even tries to find like Pokemon hedgehogs, so he's got a little bit of a handle on it. He keeps I don't know. Maybe they made the end just misunderstanding them. Because I give him more benefit of the doubt. My boy understands a lot of like adult stuff. He understands. He's one of those smart ones.
Me and my cousins and my brother used to pretend shit all the time. We used to take sticks and we used to have like fucking like Battle of Helm's Deep epic battles in our imagination against these things that weren't fucking there. And we just immersed ourselves in the pretense that world existed at the moment because we were kids and we were just fucking around with sticks in the woods. And a lot of the times my aunt, whose house we would stay at to go see my cousins because they lived in Syracuse and I lived in upstate New York, she was one of those parents where she would just lock us out of the house for several hours. And
we should just come back at night, dinner bell.
No. It'd be like 3 or 4 hours in the middle of the day. So from like 1 to like 4 or 5, we would just be locked out of the house. And we'd like just go pee on a tree and make sure you didn't have to take a dump before you went outside. And it's fucking, they'd call us in for dinner and dinner would be ready. We'd wash our hands, the whole thing. But we'd spend 3 or 4 hours just out in the field or in the woods on their property, just pretending to kill fucking orcs and shit with improvised weapons. Our swords, our fucking sticks of various shapes and things.
We do that. We do the same thing. Like I said, we do Halo in our house. So I bought all the little Halo. I have like 3 or 4 Halo swords and a couple of little like 2 needlers and the little blue pistol charger one. And we go run around. We play Halo like that all the time. I encourage them to pretend like that, but again, I just don't want them getting mixed in with reality. And it's been helping them, like especially for my boy, because he's like, I'm gonna be a hedgehog. Like, well, no, you can't actually be a hedgehog. And you know, and I'm trying to like we can pretend to be a hedgehog.
All right. Well, what if your kid? What if you're? Well, yeah, I know, but I don't think your kid means that when he says that. You see,
he literally does. He even gets in. He's weird about it. Yeah.
Well,
he's weird about it.
So kids say weird shit. They say weird shit all the time. I've got my fiance's niece constantly going on about fucking dismembered corpses and dead bodies and killing people and shit. She's a little fucking weirdo. I don't think that she's a homicidal maniac just yet.
Dude, my daughter's weird, man. Okay, so we were playing around, and I was pretending I was killing my wife in whatever battle, and my wife comes, and she pretends you're dead, and my son runs away. He's like, "No, you killed mommy!" And then my daughter comes up to me. She laughs. She's like, "Ha ha ha! Yeah, let's go get my brother next." And I was like, me and my wife looked up at each other like, "What?" That's exactly what she said. Let's go get him next. And I'm like, well, you don't say that. At least my son had the appropriate response, but she's like, oh, yeah, hell yeah, let's do this. Let's murder. She's a little terror baby. I love her.
Here's the thing, too, is like if your son came up to you and said he's going to be an astronaut, he's not going to be an astronaut.
Well, he wants to be a police officer. That's his one thing that he actually does say. He wants to because he's already got that set in mind. So we're pushing for that.
He's not gonna be a fucking hedgehog as much as he's not gonna be a fucking astronaut. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know. He could always, if he really wanted to, he really could. And I can't say that for right now.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'6", but his freaking wife, like, he's getting pretty tall. Like, her family's like about 6'5", 6'4". Even she's like the shortest. She's 5'2", but they're all big, and he's like almost half our height already.
You know, if you're over 6 feet tall, you can't go into space.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a NASA regulation, and I think since SpaceX has been integrated into the FAA, it's an FAA regulation with spacecraft. Yep, I tried to enlist in the Air Force on the auspices that I would be going into space. They
Space Force stuff.
Yeah, not only that, but if you have autism, they'll deny you access to that as well. So he's not going to be an astronaut as long as those rules exist.
That's fine. He can be a rocket man though.
No, but but you're missing the point here. I mean, an astronaut is a real thing that he could be, but he can be as much an astronaut as he could ever be a hedgehog. So the distinction here doesn't make much sense in that case either. I think maybe you've jumped the gun. I wouldn't worry about it too much. He's probably fine. If he starts,
I just don't want it to be an unhealthy obsession. Like I said.
No. Okay, kids get obsessed with shit all the time. I remember being obsessed with Pokemon when I was a kid. Matter of fact, I have a complete set of the original Pokemon manga. Let's see. Hold on, fucking camera. I am 26 years old, and I have the complete compendium of every fucking.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not like knocking it against him not having the stuff. That's fine for him to collect it. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't have a problem with him doing all that stuff. That's fine and dandy. Like he can have all the stuff that he wants to, and we get it for him. It's just I don't want him thinking that it's an actual real thing that he should. People, because I don't. It's weird for him. So I'm just trying to be a good parent. You know.
I know. Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure he's doing that I'm being the good guardian that I can be for him.
Here's a good thing you can do to gauge whether or not.
I'm new to this parent thing. I still have to books.
You're breaking up like a mother. You're breaking up like a motherfucker. You're breaking up like a motherfucker. It's okay. Just give me 1 second. Let me just say something real quick. All right. So, does your son play video games?
I'll allow it, yeah.
Okay, when you turn, if your son was playing a video game and you told him to turn it off, would you turn it off?
Would he turn it off?
Would he turn it off if you told him to? Yeah.
Depends on his mood.
Okay. If he didn't do what you said and you just pulled the plug on it, would he have a complete psycho meltdown?
Not necessarily. Like I said, it would all depend on his mood. I'd make sure he has his game saved first so he doesn't have to repeat stuff. I'm kind about it. I usually wait for him to be done. Like, all right, well, if it's your next level, hurry up, let's finish. And then, or I'll get it to the next safe spot or I'll save for him. But yeah, it all depends.
turn off the fucking television or whatever, or take the screen away from him, and he has a complete psycho meltdown, then you have an unstable kid who's going to have problems probably bigger than just the fucking video games, because you've got somebody who has an addicted personality. Because that's what your kid is. It's a person in development. If you can take the screen away and they don't have a complete psycho fucking meltdown, your kid's going to be fine. They'll adapt. They're not going to get super obsessed with something so far that they start thinking it's real or to the point of hoarding or something like that. You'll be all right.
Well,
Just do
yeah,
that.
I'm not. I'm not too much worried about that. Like, mostly, if he does, it's either when he has to get off. It's either because he knows it's time to get off, or when he's acting up and like he's having troubles with his little sister or whatnot. You know, so it's not like in that instance. Yeah, it's because it's a negative. So when it's in a negative way, he reacts appropriately. But when it's positively, it's positive. You know, okay, it turns off. We go on to do the next thing. But he doesn't like reading and all
There
that.
you go,
So
then.
he might, yeah.
There you go, then.
He's
Your
a
kid's
brilliant, really. He's a brilliant. I hope so.
Oh my God, you're in space.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna have one last cigarette, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more, and then wrap up the show.
Go ahead.
All right. Oh, I don't want there to be dead air. Is Zombie still here?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Well, what are you, fucking Rebecca? Are you just gonna hang out in the stream and not say anything, you fucking faggot?
Well, I didn't have much to say, so
Oh, that reminds me, before I get up to do this, do you remember when JP was saying he was talking about how his fear of the conservative right was irrational? And I was like, that's just because you recognize that your fear is irrational doesn't mean that you're not fucking gay. And you just fucking lost it.
really, I don't remember that happening. But
Yeah, it was part of that fucking podcast thing I was trying to put together. I ended up not having enough material to do anything with. But
Yeah.
I might release those as clips at some point. I gotta get to it, but
yeah, I just remember JP being like, "I like the '60s." That was basically his whole shtick. I like the '60s. I like the parades. Those were the good old days.
I was
And I'm
like, JP, you weren't alive during the good old days. They
well,
can't be
that
good old
and
days.
everything was literally worse. Like
I know,
literally
it's like-
everything.
Oh, the 60s when they were hosing black people in the streets for existing, right?
And there was like pretty much every technological like field was worse,
And gay bashing.
and
And-
AIDS wasn't really known.
No, people were just getting AIDS, and it was like, oh, this guy just
Yeah.
died of this mysterious disease, and oh my God, it's killing all of us.
Yeah, it's like he had like this very fantastical view of it only because of like
What did we call it? It was like
I don't
old
know
world blues.
what?
I think we called it like old world blues or something like that. What we had a really good name for it. I couldn't remember it.
I don't know about that, but
It's like nostalgia for a time that you weren't around to experience. It's a reference to Fallout, where people still like in the vaults act like it's still, that time period, like 2077 or whatever, which is actually more like the 20s or the 50s or something in American history.
yeah.
I think that's why it's called Old World Blues, because that's the name of a fucking quest in Fallout 3. Anyway, I gotta get this cigarette. You guys talk for just like a second. It won't take me very long to smoke this fucking thing. I'm not like Brett. When I leave for a cigarette, I'm not gone for like a fucking hour.
Okay.
All right, let me chief this bad boy.
So,
Smoking is bad.
Smoking is bad. Yeah.
Okay. Don't smoke, okay? That's all I was trying to do. Smoking is bad, okay? Mr.
Smoking
Mac, okay?
Do not smoke. Smoke is not so good.
I actually stopped. I still want to smoke, but I stopped for my health. Because like I said, I've been smoking since I was fucking 12. I'm like, I've been smoking off and on for like 10,
I thought you
12
were
years. Drinking and smoking, dude. I was a little rebel.
Oh,
You know, I'm freaking hardcore Henry over here.
fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't smoked yet.
But cigarettes or weed or
Cigarette.
both. Yeah, cigarettes. It's terrible. I wouldn't do it. Like at first, I did chewing, and then I got into chewing. You know, and that was a thing. It was like the freaking like it was back in the day. You know, you just grab some chew and chew it. And I hate it. I love the snuff from the Camels. Those were always nice. But then my teeth started to get bad, so I was like F. So then I switched to smoking, and then we started drinking. Then smoking just went along with drinking naturally, and it just
Damn.
became a thing. And yeah, it's like then weed smoke came in like when I was like 2 years later, when I was like 14 or something. In my car and all that, going out into the next work site. But yeah, I don't do it that much. Like I said, I've been doing it for like so long. It's like I gotta stop. I gotta give my body a break. So I'm trying to be all healthy now.
Oh, that's good.
Do you drink? Are you a drinker?
Like I'm not like I don't drink like habitually, but I'm not against drinking alcohol.
Sorry, just putting on my seatbelt. Yeah, I feel you there. Like I'm the same way. Like I don't like it until like kind of like what happened with the raging atheist when he had his thing where it became to a point to where it became unsafe. I'm like, yeah, let's stop this. Let's be of sound mind. I don't like to drink all that heavy. I used to back in the day. I actually got in trouble with the law because of drinking. Bad decisions. I was like 21 or so. And I had experience with it, and that was just now I could legally obtain it. No one could stop me. I was like, I'm the king of alcohol. And we'd
Yeah.
host all the parties every night and just drink. Then I'm like, my liver. I stopped for a bit, and then I tried drinking again. I'm like, my liver says stop. It hurts.
Yeah,
Please.
I think the first time I like actually drank a good amount of alcohol was I wasn't even 21, but I was 20, and it was my sister's wedding, and my parents were like, "Yeah, you can just drink." I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" And fucking everyone got drunk. I was probably the least drunk out of all of my siblings, actually, besides my sister. So
Yeah,
it was
that's
just me
freaking.
and the other two. My brother got fucking he blacked out.
I don't think I've ever gotten blackout drunk. The only time I've ever technically blacked out, I think, was when on Ambien and like I sleepwalk, but that's about it. Like I've never actually blacked out to where I don't actually remember what the fuck I was doing. At least I
No,
don't
I
remember
that's
that.
never happened to me either.
That's why it's always hard to hear people say, "Oh, I blacked out." I'm like, that's a fucking lie because I've drinking so much and I've never blacked out.
I would
Maybe
say
I
it's a
just
lie, but I'm just like I don't even know what that would be like
I don't know.
to
I've never
black
had it.
out.
I've never had.
Like, is it almost the same shit as like if you're really, really fucking tired or something? I have no idea. That's crazy. Yeah, I had to drag my brother into his room because he was literally trying to like fucking pick up one of my sister's friends, and then he he fucking blacked out on the floor. He was on the grass. I was like, "Get up, you retard!" And he's just like, "I gotta throw up." Like you're fucking retarded.
Okay, so like blacking out drinking is like this. I drank so much that my brain went to sleep instantaneously like that. It
So
was
it's
just
what?
not you just
So it's
it's
oh sorry.
yeah, it's like the whole world it's gone. It just everything stops. You're in the middle of like doing something and you just fucking that's it.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of freaky, especially when you wake up from it and you're like, oh my God. And then you're covered in your own vomit and you're like, oh, I could have aspirated and died. It's It's not good.
Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, there was one time I could, the best way I could describe it was a brownout, and it wasn't when I was drunk. It was such a weird ass experience because I could just tell it right now. I was like in middle school, and I had just came back from school, right, and I just got back to my house, and I went to go get like a cup of water because I was thirsty. I wasn't like dehydrated or anything. I was just like, oh, I just need a drink right now. I went to go get like a cup of water, and just like you said, everything just shut down like magically.
Yeah.
And luckily it didn't shut down all the way because it immediately came back. Like I had just went to sleep for like a second, and I caught myself falling. And I was like, what the fuck was that?
I've had plenty of that, like at toilet hookers, to where like I'm just like there, and then next thing you know, I'm at the toilet, and I'm just like, whoa! I'm like, what is my life? Why am I doing this? What is the purpose of this? Oh, I love those moments. Like I said, they're
Oh,
one of the best ones, but the worst ones.
it's not like a time skip thing. It's like I could tell I had knocked out for some reason.
I wasn't types. I was just saying, like, it's like a fog. Like, you're conscious of one thing, and then next thing you're just like, it's like a fog going through the bathroom, like you're in a video game, or like in a dream. You can't just like move. You're like, I'm stuck in the waves or whatever. You like web, and then you go. That's what it's like for me. Then when I throw up, I feel better.
Shit. That's fucking rough, dude.
Yeah, I don't drink all that much anymore. Well, I'm still a good drinker. I can still know when I can drink and when.
Yeah, the thing I'm talking about though, I wasn't
'Cause I
even
used to-
drinking. I literally had just came back from school. It was just a normal. It was just like any other day, except I had knocked out for like a fraction of a second, and I was about to fall.
I've had that. Nah, I never had that.
Oh shit, you're coming through all choppy. I can't fucking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, who, me?
yeah, you're like on the fucking moon or something, my dude. All right, I'm gonna do this one more.
Is that better or no?
Yeah, it's a little better. I'm doing.
I mean, that's where I'm going to the next car job site. That's probably my stupid car window you're hearing. If it sounds like that.
Space boy on the moon. Hell yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, it's like you're getting auto-tuned and shit.
Yeah.
It could be my fucking phone internet. It's being retarded.
There we go. Now you're good. Oh my
Well, then,
fucking
yeah.
god! I can't fucking wait. I'm fucking playing Yu-Gi-Oh on my goddamn phone. I've got such a neat setup right now. There's challenge right now where you can play you can duel against the king of games and shit, and it's rough. Oh no!
See, do you have to buy your card packs, or do you just get your own cards? Because that's why I like Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. Because you didn't have to buy anything, or like get anything like that.
You have to use gems and stuff to get so sort of. I mean,
Fuck
I did
me
not.
and that, dude. I'm not doing all that. I hate that. I don't want to gain the cards that I have. I just want to pick up the cards that I need and just duel. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Like, I mean, if you get a bunch of them, I'll try it out. But I think I used to play, and I think I was like, nope, I don't like the way this is set up, and I didn't like it. I stopped using it.
Yeah, it's pretty all right. There's like right now we're at a sweet spot where there are a bunch of campaigns going on all at once. So if you just play the fucking game, you'll be getting tons of gems to spend on shit. It's not that bad when something like that is going on.
I'll try to, man. I'm like busy all the time, like, around the clock. It's hard to get. Like, I can barely play Pokemon Go anymore. It's like crap. I only go when I'm worked. I'm lucky there's
I play
Pokestop right by where I work.
Pokemon Go every day. Yeah, honestly, the gotcha wristband that I have, you can use that to fucking basically pick up Pokestops while you're driving and stuff.
Cool. I'm so happy. I finally got a Charizard. I'm like, Charizard! And he's a big
I know
boy.
it took me
We've been
so
walking
fucking,
forever.
It took me so long to fucking get that and walking it and all that shit.
Dude, it's been like since I freaking turned to Christ, 6 months or so. I'm like, God dang. Me and my Charmeleon were on an adventure there. Now I'm doing War Turtle, and then I'm going to do Ivysaur.
Hell yeah.
The big three. Boss it out.
Yeah, I mean, this is all pretty neat.
I really don't even play that one, though, yeah.
Yeah, apparently Mark Zuckerberg is being a retard. Hey, Jimbo, fucking come in here for the last part of the show. We've got fucking we've got spaces open and the link is in the Discord. It's sort of further up. I can repost it in the Discord. Hold on. Oh no, it's still in there somewhere. Let me see here. Hold on, let me pippity pop. You don't stop over to the Spurg Squad hideout. There we go. No die. No commit self. Nay, nay. There we go. It's posted. So you can hop in, and then in a little bit, we're going to get off.
I'll probably hop
I'm
off in
probably
a minute or two. I need to freaking do some more Bible study bull crap. That's not bull crap. I'm just saying it's bull crap.
Oh, hell
It's
yeah.
a personal one.
Cool.
Like I said, dude, it's weird. Ever since I turned to Christ, it's been like a new thing. It's one of those things like I'll act normal, so to speak, on like
Turned to Christ. Okay.
Yeah. Like he made a right. And
but I
then
really
Christ
don't. Yeah. Oh. But yeah.
Oh, man,
I'll
I
probably-
had a polymerization set up and everything.
Hey there, kids.
Oh, my God, it's Jim. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I got metal in my spine.
Oh, that's pretty fucking hardcore, bud.
Yeah, it's just a 1 inch quarter.
How are you doing? How you doing?
It-
Every day I wake up and break both my legs, and then wait for my heart attacks to put me to sleep.
Anywho, it's a 1 inch and a 1/4 long little titanium plate to hold my L4 and L5 together, just so they heal properly. It'll get taken out eventually.
There you go.
In fact, I had a metal detector strapped on my back for the first 24 hours to make sure it didn't move.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I was a fucking cyborg.
It's kind of a reverse metal detector then, isn't it? It beeps when it moves.
Yeah, it would send an alert.
That'd be
out
pretty
to the
cool.
hospital. So yeah, not wearing that no more. Just got back from the hospital maybe an hour or two ago because they want to do a checkup again just to make sure everything's sitting right. 2 weeks, no, wait, week and a half from now, stitches will come out. There's only 7 of them, and I should be right. Yeah, it was
Oh,
very
yeah.
small, only very small incision. I tell you what, it's. They tell me not to force myself, but I just couldn't help it. I had to try standing up straight away, and I got straight up. No help.
Damn. That's fucking rough, dude.
Good job on standing up, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember the last time I tried stand up, I did awful. I bombed. That was a bad joke. I apologize. That was really fucking yeah. That was really fucking gay.
Just
dude.
go back to your job at the cock factory.
Damn.
The cock factory. He's not wrong.
Sort of.
I just got yeeted by a cripple Australian. Jesus.
You got fucking yeeted by the one and only Captain Kangaroo.
It's lieutenants.
Lieutenant. Oh fuck! Can't
Oh
think
yeah,
of
he's
something.
the Lieutenant Kangaroo. Hell
Lieutenant
yeah.
Kangaroo.
You know what
Yeah.
sucks though is we had one viewer there for a second and then he came in here and now we have no viewers.
Well, now you're gonna lose me too, because I'm gonna get going.
All right, you have a fun night now.
Take care.
I'll try to. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Well, bye everyone else.
Talk
It's
to you
nice
later.
talking to you.
See
Take
ya.
care.
All right. Bye. If I can get the hell out my phone. Just here, you do it, because I'm driving. Press the red button. Thank you.
Oh, rip. There he goes. All right. We're going to get ready to close the show out here in a little bit. But Jim, how are you doing otherwise?
Okay, I'm unmuted. Yep. What do you mean? I just explained it. Weddings
No, I
and
said
all.
otherwise.
Doing well. I'm quite happy.
There you go.
Yeah, weddings in August, which is scaring the piss out of me. I just want to go back to the Middle East.
Yeah.
Yeah, commitment's a bitch.
Tell me about it.
Hell yeah.
Can't we just live together and have fun? Oh no,
Man.
she wants that baby. I promised her when we're married. Yep. So
I hear you.
come August, I won't be around for a while.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Jim's
The
gonna
whole-
be getting it in daily, nightly, and ever so rightly.
Yeah, it's gonna be maybe half a month of a honeymoon.
Dang.
Huh.
Yeah. The only goal is to be able to stand at my own fucking wedding. I'm not doing it. I'm in a fucking wheelchair.
I understand.
Goals, dude. Goals.
Yep. Very moderate. Only 6 people attending. I got my 3 best men. She's gonna pick out 3 of her friends. No parents. Thank God. I don't have to deal with Andy. That's her dad. Yeah, the vegan hippie.
Oh my.
Yeah. A stiff breeze will snap him in half.
Yeah, I know guys like that. I fucking work with this guy. His name is something, but I'm gonna call him fucking Dorothy. And Dorothy fucking comes around to my fucking table the other day, and there was an ottoman that I constructed from the day before. And he was like, there's this tiny little, he's an inspector. I call him Inspector Gadget from time to time, and he inspects all the fucking product before it goes out to shipping and receiving. Yeah, and he fucking he sees this minuscule, almost microscopic scratch, and he's like, "You gotta be more. You gotta look at your product better." And I was like, "Fuck you," because this guy's blind as a fucking bat. He can't fucking see anything. He's always like he's the worst inspector on the fucking planet. You can't understand a word he's saying either. He speaks like
Hang on, is he Mr. Magoo?
he might be. It's fucking not good.
It's fucking not good.
It's bad. It's not good.
Tis bad.
It's not
It's so
good, Ed
good.
boy. Ed boy.
Hello, Ed boy.
God damn it. I've got fucking elemental heroes on the field. I wanna. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on.
Wait, come on my back. Oh, what did I say?
Come on your back.
Hey,
No, I mean, come with me if you want to live. You will come with me if you want to live.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, the good old
it's not,
swivel jerk.
it's not the best, to be sure. I had to explain to fucking Nakasuchi what a Jimmy hat was. He's like, I don't get the jokes. They're fucking, why is this funny? I was like, oh my god, you fucking pleb.
JP, you're not as slick as you.
Oh, fucking JP. Why is he posting somewhere? I get
No, I'm
fucking-
just, I don't know. I just swapped Brett Keane for JP.
Oh,
I haven't heard from
that's
JP in
fucking
forever.
painful. I know he might be fucking dead. Who knows?
Actually, he was online when I jumped on. Said
Yeah,
hi.
he's online sometimes. It's like, but he never actually like goes on. Like
Hmm.
he'll, it says that he's active, but he never like says anything in the Discord chat.
Yeah. I don't know what that's all about.
Oh man, he should just build a time machine so he can go back to the '60s.
Swinging 60s. Hell yeah.
You know what's weird? You know the dolphin from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? That's not a dolphin, it's a porpoise.
Well, porpoise
Even-
is our class of dolphins.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
They're in the same phylum.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a fucking biologist and a zoologist here. Why don't you two
Yeah,
fucking-
and I'm taking a class in biodiversity, so I get to learn more about that shit.
I also minored in marine science.
Yeah,
Suck,
that's
why don't
yeah,
you
that too. So
suck each other off then, why don't you?
I thought that was your job at the cock factory.
Oh, hell yeah.
hell yeah. Ooh, stayos.
Oh, stayos.
Ooh, stayos. Yeah, I had to explain to JP that like literally everything was worse in the '60s.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Rewards list. Let's
Yeah.
see here.
But he still persists in thinking that it's better. That culture was better then. I'm like, it's not really better. Like the stuff that you're complaining about that's happening today is like it was way worse back then, and it was directed towards other things. So it wasn't better.
No. I'm just like,
That's
I
the
don't know
same
what
shit
to,
with. Oh, sorry.
I don't know what to do with him.
It's the
Kinda
same
a-
thing with like people who like they're like, oh, I'm a fan of Queen. I was born in the wrong generation. It's like, motherfucker, you
Fuck
should be
you.
glad you were born in like the most recent fucking time.
Hell, I
Yeah.
love Johnny Cash. Jeez, God damn, the names escape me all of a sudden. Why? Johnny Cash. Oh, Naked Man.
Johnny Cash.
No, he just doesn't have a shirt on.
What are you doing with naked men in your house?
Yeah,
That's
what the fuck?
That's my fucking brother, yo.
Ew.
So no.
Fucking compass.
What the fuck did he post now?
It's like when you go to see Endgame, but the movie is full of Endgame spoilers.
They played us like a damn fiddle.
I never actually thought of it like that.
On
Why
that
would
naked
you?
man note, you reckon it's time to wrap up this stream? Because I can't stick around too much longer. I got housework to do.
No, yeah, I gotta fucking take a shit.
That's a good way to end it.
All right. Thank you for fucking watching or whatever. You guys have a good fucking day, and I'm gonna go take a dump and play with my prick. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Later,
Have a good night,
Tater.
guys.
Take care.
Take care now. Bye bye then.